quiet, Marky. It might be almost to the point of Ruth.
Live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studios in downtown Milwaukee at the 3rd Street Market Hall.
You love that name so much, you don't even go by it.
If you call me Mark, I'm fine. I like my name. I like my name a lot.
This is Wilde and Tausch.
Wilde and Tausch.
It's Wilde and Tausch, isn't it?
Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
It is the Tuesday edition. The Jason Wilde, what are you doing here? Again, edition. I thought of Barry Alvarez yesterday, and not just because I assumed Jesse was playing craps with him, but Matt LaFleur dropped he's not going to flinch when it comes to Tucker Kraft and his comeback now from his ACL tear edition. It's trade deadline day. Remember Chase Claypool edition of Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee, 100.5 ESPN Madison, 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam. ESPNWisconsin.com, the ESPN app, your Alexa smart speaker, streaming live video, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and of course everything you need on the all-new, all-redesigned, all-free, and all-customizable ESPN Wisconsin app. A fine alternative as those jerks at Spotify still haven't figured out our issues. It's on their end, damn it. I'm Jason Wilde, normally in Green Bay, but not today. I'm in the Everlight Solar ESPN Madison studios. So is Jesse Nelson.
Good morning.
Behind the glass, as the people who actually host shows in the studios say.
I am here every day, but you wouldn't know that. Yeah.
I believe you. Well, not every. You're not here every day. Come on. Every day that you're here. And this is twice in 3 shows.
Yeah, this will be good, I think, after today. I think we've had our fill. I don't know if we'll have any more. We don't have anything else scheduled for the rest of the year, I don't think. So.
Not to my knowledge.
Okay.
He is the Packers Hall of Famer. He is Mark Tauscher. Tausch, good morning. How are you?
All right, so what are you doing down here? Just to give because everybody is, I know I'm like, okay, it was great that you came down here
Friday,
because you were going to a volleyball game with your kids. So
we did. Yep.
All right, I understood that. What are we doing today?
Well, today I get to go.
Because you're not leaving on a weekday to come down without your kids. Like that doesn't happen.
Not only
it must
that,
be something big.
Yeah.
I left this morning at 5:45.
Warrior. What a warrior!
Wow.
And I will probably get home 11ish because tonight we have our. Thank you for asking.
Oh, you're welcome.
Our get together at Buck and Honey's. Which
Buck and Honey's? There's 4 of them.
Indeed, the Monona location.
Oh, that's a beautiful
it's a
one.
good one.
You got the OG out in Sun Prairie, and at Buck and Honey's, Monona is.
So those are the 2 I have been to before.
Okay.
I've heard the Mount Horeb one is fantastic.
It's very nice. It's too far for me, but for the people out in Verona and Mount Horeb and what are some of the other New Glarus and some of those areas, it's a great spot.
The Monona one is where we went completely on our own just to eat there as a family.
That's cute.
The OG is where we did a show like a week into the existence of this program.
Is that right?
It's the first time I met Tommy. So they're phenomenal. We're not going there simply for the firecracker shrimp, although I would do that.
Sure.
It's that good. We are having our get-together today to promote and hopefully have lots of people sign up to go to see Big Ben, Parliament, Edinburgh Castle for our trip with Colette this summer.
You know what I think would be nice? If it was at a better time of the year, we would entertain going with our kids. Obviously, the middle of the summer, we can't. Jesse, what a great thing for you and Becca. Why don't you guys go to Edinburgh, Stratford of Avon?
Stratford upon Avon.
Yeah, exactly.
I've heard it both ways.
Hanging out with your guy?
I'm not going to critique any pronunciation.
How fun would that be?
I think it would be a blast.
All right,
it's a
so
trip I would like
head
to
over
make.
to Monona tonight and sign up, and let's get you going.
I might attend the informational meeting. We were talking about tomorrow's my birthday. We were talking about maybe going
happy
out.
birthday.
I got to work volleyball tomorrow night, so maybe we're going to go out to dinner tonight. Maybe we'll just happen to be at Buck and Honey's Monona at the time of the meeting, and we can crash and see what it's all about if we're interested. Yeah.
There you go.
Well, I know there's going to be some luminaries there. I will be there as well, but we're looking forward to that. That's at 6:00 at Buck and Honey's, the Monona location. And by the way, if you want to find out more information about the trip, just go to ESPNMilwaukeeTravel.com. Now, thanks for asking about that. How are you? What do you got on your mind as I arrive here?
I'm doing
in
great.
Madison?
Went to the big tussle last night of the Campbell Camels, which not uber creative with their nickname, but gave us a little bit of a dogfight last night. We had to go into our second hump in order to get through.
Oh, I like that. That's
In order
nice.
to win. It was a 5-point game with like 9 minutes left. And we ended up winning by 30 plus. But they had a kid, number 9, I don't know his name, really good player. But our stars were stars
he'll be
last
playing
night.
somewhere else next year with the
It's kind of what I was
transfer portal.
thinking. Maybe Gardo was talking to him, had his crew kind of. That's the tricky part of doing these games now, but Blackwell was a stud last night. I'm not making any Final Four pronouncements yet, but great start to the season.
How about
usually
not
wait
making one
till
at all?
Usually wait till the first week of February.
Now, you know,
to
I'm a
do
big
that.
fan of that holiday tournament. That always gets me peaked because I love that Thanksgiving. I'm bummed we can't go.
Oh, where are we going
to
this
San
year without
Diego.
you?
Yeah, we can't do it. That stinking Gopher game kind of gets caught up in that. So
Going out west, San Diego.
that's what I literally just said.
Are they playing on an aircraft
I feel
carrier?
like you guys are starting to like just tune me out on certain things. I literally just said it's out in San Diego.
He did.
Just, where are you
I
going?
mean, well-
Where's it at? Oh. So anyways, I'm not going to do any proclamations of that, but I do think this can be a fun team. I do.
Yeah,
Yep. Big. A lot of big bodies.
got a lot of bigs.
Bigs. A lot of big boys. Yes.
So you went to that. No one was surreptitiously taking a photo of you drinking your Coors Light.
I don't know.
To our knowledge.
I didn't see that, but I did get an email from Riley Yauk last night. It sounds like Jesse set me up, and Coach Alvarez kind of gave me kind of a little slapping about being a big fella and not fitting in a car, which I didn't fully appreciate, Jesse.
Coach Alvarez did get after you a little bit last night, but
Well, go boo in a car.
nice.
Go boo in a car.
That's pretty good, actually. You're off to a very strong start, if I may say
I'm
so.
just trying to. This is our last show in person for the 2025 year.
Until 2028.
Fingers crossed. So I want to make sure it's a good one. Jesse,
Wait, do
give
we
us a
have
little.
this? Do we have this saved for later in the program?
Well,
What
no,
is
we
this?
can, but we knew this. Jesse told us he had the open. He said, "I got the open" before he even got in
did.
the car.
Indeed.
So
Did.
what was the layout? Coach Alvarez sit front, shotgun, run the radio. Did he have Tark shove the seat up? Give us the layout.
So, Coach sat shotgun. Tarek and Derek were in the back, both on the way there.
Give us a little layout
and
of
on
what
the way
kind of car
back.
you were driving.
So, I got a new vehicle recently from the Zimbrick dealerships over off the Beltline on the west side of Madison. So, it's a used Lincoln Corsair that I purchased about a month ago.
Is that like a LeSabre?
No, it's like a mid-size SUV.
Okay.
So there's some good legroom, more legroom than the Civic had, no doubt about that. So Tarek and Derek in the back. The first thing Derek said, "Wow, this is a nice, clean car." Which, did I vacuum it on Sunday to make sure that it would be in good shape for the fellas?
You're
Yes.
such a
Yes,
poser.
I did.
What a poser. Like
Poser?
You probably had like a bunch of fish fillet like in The Office. You just had all kinds of like leftover drinks and stuff. Because I know in my car we do that. I don't pose that. But I would have probably done similar things, probably not to the same degree. You vacuumed and...
Yeah, I mean, vacuuming was pretty much the extent of what I did. It's also
New air freshener?
It's a relatively new air freshener was in there, good to go. Oh, Are you saying my car smelled the other day when you hopped in it?
That's not what I'm saying at all.
Yeah.
I'm just asking
Yes.
to what length you
That's
went
nice.
From all those
to impress Coach
farts you be
Alvarez.
That's
dropping all the
nice.
time.
Yeah, a lot of farts in the car. Yeah.
Former
thank you.
Aaron Rodgers teammates ride with you?
Yeah, Bulaga's in the back every time. It's weird. So we hop in the car. We're driving down to Rockford.
It's only a 60-minute trip.
Less than an hour to get there from Coach's house. Yep, no doubt. That's where we met yesterday, so that was kind of cool. Third time I've been there. No big deal. Yeah.
Has he ever
It is
allowed you
It's
into
not
the
that
house?
big. It's not that big a deal.
It's
It's pretty cool
kind of
that
a
you
big
did.
deal. Three times.
Pretty cool that you got to drop him off right at his door and picked him up. That's nice.
Yeah, it is. Pretty nice. So we
And
drove down.
brought some leftovers Pluber
Did
as
you
well.
put waters in there to make sure?
I did not pack a cooler for the fellas. No waters, no Coors Lights. We just hopped in the car and drove down. That's how we handled our business getting there. We wanted to make sure we expedited time, so we beat some of the rush heading down I-90, so we got there with enough time to play. So we talked on the way down, pretty much the whole conversation on the way down. We barely even paid attention to what was on the radio, so that took away some stress of figuring out what I should put on for everyone to listen to. We were talking about the team, we were talking about the show, talking about you, what came up on our show about me chickening out playing craps last time with Barry. So he was coaching me up a little bit as we were heading down. So we get to Hard Rock Casino Rockford just after 5 o'clock, so we made pretty good time. And I drop them off at the front, and then I go park on the side, come through the back entrance where I got to check my bag and everything to go in for the show. So by the time I get in, Tarek's up by the bar, and Derek and Barry are already at the craps table.
Shocker.
And I'm like, okay, here we go. It's showtime. So I walk up, and similar setup to last time. Very crowded craps table, very packed. I said, I'm not flinching this time. So I stood back. I watched a little bit, kind of, because I'd still never played at a regular craps table before. So I'm watching how it's all going, kind of figuring that out. Finally, Coach kind of says, "All right, come on in. Let's get you in here." So I
Water's
come in.
warm.
So I come
Let's go
in.
boo at a craps table.
Looks like they were doing pretty well, so we're off to a good start. So I put some money down, and a fella on the other end is rolling the dice, and he's kind of taking his time. He's running down the play clock down to the final seconds every time he's rolling the dice. And Coach was a little upset that he was taking a while to pace of play was not Oregon style. It was more Wisconsin style of the 90s. So we're trying to get it going a little bit. He's trying to, encouraging everyone to play at a decent pace. We got a show to do at 6 o'clock. So he gets done rolling dice on the other end of the table, comes over our way. Derek rolls a couple. I win like $10. All right, we're a good start. That's fun. Coach is kind of telling me what to play, where to put the chips down on the table. He said, first rule in craps, if they put chips in front of you, pick them up. Well, that's good advice. I don't know exactly. What? You don't like that advice?
Whatever.
If they're handed in chips, you pick them
All
up.
right.
Okay, so that's what I did. It worked out. So anyway, Derek rolls. He gets done. Then it's Barry's turn to roll. And Barry looks and says, I'm going to pass to the first timer.
I knew this was going to happen. I love it.
And I'm sweating. I'm like, oh, no. I barely know what I'm doing at this table. And now Coach Alvarez wants me throwing the dice
side,
for
right?
the entire
you go
table.
like this?
How do I do it?
Overhand?
Pick them up. You kind of toss them like
this way,
this.
yeah. Okay.
You kind of toss, almost Frisbee style in a way. Yeah.
Got to hit the back wall. Got to hit the back wall.
Got to hit the back wall. I did.
Is that the rule?
I did
You
know
better,
that
yeah.
and did that. Never had an issue. And the table got hot.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah.
What was your first point? What was the first point?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I honestly don't. The whole thing
Dazzling
is
details.
The
It's
whole
good
thing.
stuff.
I mean, what do you want me to?
I hit the wall. I made some money.
You want me to keep a shot sheet? I threw a
Your
5
first
and then a 4
roll with
and then an
Coach
8.
Alvarez, you don't know what you rolled.
I believe I threw a 5.
That's not a bad
I
point.
believe I threw a 5. And then I didn't really know what I was doing. He said, bet the 8 and then back it. And I was like, okay, sure. And then
Put your odds behind
so
it.
I'm like, Coach is coaching me. I'm going to listen. And then the very next roll was an 8. And I got
let's
a ton of
go.
money coming my way. I'm like, all right, I don't know what I just did, but that's amazing. So all in all, everybody won. I did end up missing my crosstalk segment with Jim, Matt, and Molly at 5:45.
I'm sure they lived without
I
you.
couldn't exactly walk away from
Upgraded the show.
Pretty sure Jim, Matt, and Molly were just fine.
If they're upset, I would like to apologize. I don't think they'll be upset.
As a matter of fact, I'm looking out there. They're saying they were fine.
Good. They're good. Okay.
I don't
good.
know if they noticed.
So missed that to finish rolling the dice with Coach. And then because the table was hot, Coach had the roll after, so I threw a 7. We were done. Derek and I walked away. Coach said, I'm going to stick it out for one more. And he ended up rolling in a few minutes after the show got started up on the stage at the Hard Rock to finish out the roll over at the craps table.
Good stuff.
So we had fun.
And then you did not play afterwards? You guys just left, or did you go back?
No, so Barry Alvarez's grandson was on Monday Night Football last night.
Fumbled.
Well, yeah, I wasn't good.
Fumbled.
The team had a rough night overall. But we did stay and watched through, I think it was the last offense. It ended the third quarter, and then they had like a 4th down play to start the fourth quarter.
You guys stayed for a while.
So, yeah, we got back. It was well after 10 o'clock we got back to Madison, and a little late night. I will have you know, I was offered the opportunity not to do this show today, knowing it was going to be a late night. And I said, no, thanks. My guys are coming into the studio. I'm going to be there for them. So here we are, good to go.
I can't. I mean, not all heroes wear capes. You're not wearing a cape today.
So how much did you leave up?
$101.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good
pretty
for
good
you.
little payout.
Yeah, pretty good night. Thanks to Coach Alvarez. I would not have known what I was doing. I would not have won as much money as I did without the help of Wisconsin Badgers legend Barry Alvarez.
It's a great little redemption story. Nice job, Jesse.
It is. It really is. We're proud of you.
Don't flinch. That's what I learned.
And now that's $100 more you can spend on your new windows from Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Indeed, you can. And when it comes to your home, the smart play is to always trust Gina Della and her great team at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. And this month only, you can score a whole house of new energy-efficient Pella windows for as low as $297 a month with 0 interest for up to 72 months. That is a long time. That's like a drive you can sustain for years, keeping your home comfortable thanks to the incredible defense played by Pella Windows, stopping all of the drafts. Don't wait. Schedule your free consultation today at PellaWI.com.
More Wilde and Tausch straight ahead. Stick around.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today. More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
From the biggest stars to the greatest moments. Behind the Bucks is Bucks history, like you've never heard it before. It's all on Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus Audio Network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the new ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
My husband's an animal in bed.
Well, you know.
Not in the fun way. Think warthog. With a chainsaw.
Snoring and sleep apnea affect over 90 million people, and 1 out of 4 couples sleep in separate rooms. Advent can help. We've been Milwaukee's one-stop solution for nasal congestion, snoring, and sleep apnea for over 20 years. Unlike many other practices, we focus exclusively on these conditions, so you get comprehensive care under one roof. Advent's unique approach can help you breathe and sleep better, and many avoid a CPAP. Plus, most insurance is accepted for our effective 20-minute in-office treatments.
Hey, the only animal you want in your bed is your dog.
Advent. Sleep better. Sleep together. Learn how you can improve your life at adventknows.com.
With your Saganiac Planning Marquette recap, I'm Chris Larson. The Golden Eagles opened up their 2025-26 campaign with an 80-53 win over Albany at Fiserv Forum. 11 MU players scored in the game, led by Chase Ross. The senior guard finished with 15 points, 5 assists, 5 steals, and 4 rebounds in the victory.
Open three, good by Chase Ross. They didn't guard him.
Nope.
and he hit it. Marquette's lead is 8.
Next up for Marquette, a matchup with Southern University right back at Fiserv Forum on Wednesday night.
Your business is unique, and your health plan should be too. At United Healthcare, our group health plans are built for you and your employees. Whether you're running a small startup or managing a large enterprise, we offer solutions designed to fit your needs, your goals, and your budget. Explore your options today at uhc.com/Wisconsin. Insurance coverage provided by or through United Healthcare Insurance Company or its affiliates. Administrative services provided by United Healthcare Services, Inc. or their affiliates. Health plan coverage provided by or through United Healthcare of Wisconsin, Inc.
UW Credit Union presents the Student Athlete of the Week, supporting local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. UW Credit Union is here for every you. Learn more at uwcu.org.
With your UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week, I'm Will Summers. This week's UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week honors go to Homestead Junior quarterback Lee Zortman, who led the Highlanders to a thrilling 27-20 win over West Bend West to clinch the North Shore Conference title. Zortman rushed 13 times for 139 yards and 2 touchdowns, including a 54-yard sprint to the end zone early in the first quarter, but his biggest moment came late, engineering a 10-play, 54-yard drive and finishing it himself with a 1-yard game-winning score with just a minute and 38 seconds remaining. With the win, Homestead maintained a perfect 9-0 overall record and a 7-0 conference record. Congratulations to this week's UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week, Homestead High School's Lee Zortman.
The delicious taste of victory deserves something equally superior. Cheer on your team with Michelob Ultra. At 2.6 carbs and 95 calories, it's a superior, smooth taste worth playing for. Grab a Michelob Ultra Superior Light beer as you cheer your team on. Michelob Ultra, official beer sponsor of the Milwaukee Bucks. Enjoy a Michelob Ultra at Lucky Clover, Milwaukee. Who's on 3rd, Milwaukee? New Berlin Ale House and Copper on King in Milwaukee. Please enjoy responsibly.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Come on, guys. Let's think about this. Could you do 50 straight days of burgers?
That was very condescending. I just
No,
want to be
no,
clear.
that's not.
Let's
put our heads together.
Again, I have children. I know condescending when I hear it.
I can be. Come on,
On 94.5 ESPN.
It is NFL trade deadline day. The Green Bay Packers have lost Tucker Kraft for the season to a torn ACL in his right knee. They have lost Chipotle Ben to the Minnesota Vikings. So as they stand now, they have 2 tight ends on their team. In addition, Nate Hobbs, continuing the tradition of not a great success story of this year's free agent signees. They're basically the bizarro version of last year's, who turned out to be captains and Pro Bowlers and all pros. Oh my. Nate Hobbs having an issue with his knee. He's got a grade 1 MCL sprain, according to the Green Bay Press-Gazette, and he is going to be shut down for the next 2 weeks.
Who, Hobbs is?
Hobbs is, yes. This, I'm assuming, came from the agent. It was spun in a positive manner about, he's been playing through the injury, and that's why he has struggled. So he's going to be shut down for a little while. I am curious. Tausch, the deadline is 3 p.m., so we have 5 hours and 37 minutes. Will they make a trade?
I don't think they'll do anything for more than a 5th-round pick. So if they can find a corner that they like enough that they feel like can help, not going to be somebody that I think they plug and play. It'll be something like a depth. I don't know. I know there's talk of, well, what about tight end? I think they're going to run with Musgrave. I think they want to see what they have with him. Gives him a great opportunity. And then I think they'll pick somebody else up. I don't think the Zach Ertz or, someone of that
David Njoku.
Yeah, I don't know if that makes a ton of sense, but I just get the hunch that Goody made his moves. I think he's Norm Daling this thing, and he's like, my team's on the floor. Now,
great reference.
You obviously have a really bad injury to one of your best players. That could change things, and if there is somebody that he likes, I really thought, they loved Darren Waller back when they tried
almost
to trade
traded for him at the trade deadline. Yep.
And Joshy DiMaggio gave me some reference points. He's on IR until week 13. So is that going to be obviously he'd be cheap. You probably get him for a conditional 7th.
And he came back and has played very well for them.
I would be up for that. I'm not interested in us. We gave up first-round picks for Micah Parsons, 100% the right move. I'm not interested in dumping and going and chasing a Claypool or someone of that ilk.
Clever.
I don't think that juice is going to be worth the squeeze. I think this team, and as I said with Vinny and Telly this morning on Wisconsin's Morning News, it's almost as if now this Packers season, every week is a Kubler. Like when you have a tough loss, you kind of go through the phase. And it's as a player, you kind of did that, but it was expedited. All right, Sunday, you lose a tough game. Oh, this sucks. Oh, I'm mad. Oh, okay, I'm bargaining. Well, if this had happened, this. And Vinny started it, and that's what got it. He's like, oh, we're only 9 points from being undefeated. I'm like, well, that's a polluted mindset, and that's what kind of losing teams say. We were 4-12 that year, the best 4-12 team ever. If 6 different things go the other way, we're 11-5, and we're probably Super Bowl champs. It's not the way the NFL world works. So then you start bargaining. And at some point, you come to acceptance. And I've come to acceptance on this game. I was mad. I was irritated. I didn't even really bargain. I did bargain a little bit. I thought if Tucker Kraft was healthy in that game, I think we win. And if Matt LaFleur doesn't make a bonehead move, I think we find a way to beat Carolina. But I'm accepting of the fact that the league, this is just how the NFL is. And you can be irritated, but by Tuesday or Wednesday, I'm telling you right now, we'll be doing a show next Tuesday. And if Green Bay beats Philadelphia, the conversation is going to be it's us and the Rams. It'll be, we beat Philly. We've beaten Detroit. It's us and the Rams as the top 2 teams in the NFC. That's what will happen if we take care of business next Monday night. So I have Kubler to the point where I have now accepted this is a young team that's going to have some hiccups, but it's still a really good football team. I am very concerned, and maybe I just need more time, and to see how Matt LaFleur adjusts without Tucker. That is such a big blow to this group. I'm not sure how you go about it. I would love to see them go, make that trade, let Musgrave grow a little bit here the next couple weeks, and have a Darren Waller in the side, just in the old holster, just in case, and he's going to cost you next to nothing. That's what I'd like to see done today. Outside of that, if you want to go pick up a corner for a late pick, have at it, Goody. But going and making another big splash 2nd or 3rd round pick, I'm out.
Okay, I don't expect a big splash, give up a 2nd or 3rd round pick move. My question is, do they need to do something? They're thin at corner. They are now on the verge of playing Bo Melton at corner. They have essentially 4 corners right now with Hobbs unavailable. It's Nixon, it's Valentine, it's Kamal Haddon, and it's Bo. And nobody loves Bo more than me, but I don't know if I want him having to play 60 snaps in a game at a position he just learned in the offseason.
Okay, that's great. Who's out there?
Alante Taylor from New Orleans is still available. But look, there's a bunch of other corners that have moved, including Jair Alexander being acquired by the Eagles. The Eagles have done.
Did we all tell Goody how right he was about Jair too?
We have not told him that because we haven't talked to him, but he was clearly right about him. No doubt about it.
I think Goody is going to continue. Like if I'm Goody right now, my default setting is once you're done with your 2nd contract, unless you are balling and playing at a position you don't need a ton of athleticism, deuces. I'm not bringing anybody back. Like it works.
What's Rasul Douglas up to?
Playing for the Dolphins.
Oh.
Yeah, I just sense that there's something there. I don't think Goody. Something must have happened there.
Yeah, and it must be Goody because my very clear understanding is that it's not LaFleur who did not like him. So I don't know for certain that Goody didn't, but again, he's old now, especially by the Packers standards.
Old rental's fine. You don't want to be leasing. You don't want to be like a 3-year lease with somebody on an old rusted out 67 Chevy.
I think that even if it's from
go
Zimbrick.
To Zimbrick. No, go to Zimbrick, get yourself something new.
If we're being realistic about their history with Goody, they're more likely to move one of their own guys for a pick, aren't they? Aren't they more likely to trade Kingsley Enagbare for a sixth or something like that? They've traded Clinton Dix. They've traded Preston Smith.
I would have thought that Musgrave, before this injury, if somebody offered a fourth for him,
sure, right,
that would have been a tease.
Not anymore, obviously.
No, you need to let him go. You need to let him eat.
And hope that he can block.
I'm not sure what, unless you love Mosby, or I don't sense that that's going to be somewhere Green Bay is looking to shed.
Is there any chance?
So there was a rumor last week that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers called about Elton Jenkins. Elton Jenkins ain't going to be on this football team next year.
He's definitely not going to be the center next year.
I don't think he's going to be on the football team.
What if Aaron Banks isn't on the football
then
team
he could
next
be.
year? Yeah.
So we don't want to get... If that was the case, move him back to guard now. Banksy's hurt. I don't know. Maybe. What if you go to the Jets and get Myers back? Cost you nothing.
And his contract is nothing. And for all the faults...
Boy, that would be Goody really admitting that he soiled his pants.
It would be.
Let's go get Josh Myers, Rasul Douglas.
Get the band back
Who
together.
else is out there?
No, but I do
Lazard.
think... I think that there are some guys, and if you don't feel great about where you're at on the interior, you know who I'd love to see Green Bay go get? And I need to even check to make sure he's still playing in the NFL.
Oh, boy.
That's where I'm at. I think he's with
no.
Are you going to drop a Kevin Zeitler on us?
I think Kevin Zeitler's with the Titans. Bring him home. Let him finish his time here in Green Bay.
He is indeed a member of the Tennessee Titans.
I'm nervous he's old.
He is 35 years of age.
Whew. Although Calais Campbell's 39, he's still tackling. He got 2 sacks last night.
I think if Green Bay's going to get, if you can, I think an interior offensive lineman, Banksy just can't stay healthy. I don't think they love how Jordan Morgan is playing. Kind of bouncing between Sean Ryan and then obviously Elton Jenkins. God. They're not going to trade Elton Jenkins.
No,
but
not
I
now.
don't think. I think this is going to be the end of his time in Green Bay after this season. So, adding some depth there. I don't know how good they feel. If something happens to Elton, Sean Ryan's going to be playing center, and I don't think that's a formula for a ton of success.
You don't think that they would go to Jacob Monk, who they kept all last year? He's still here now. He's back off of IR.
They played him at guard a bunch.
And he was bad at guard. But he played in the preseason at center, and he wasn't terrible. Again, I don't know how you fix some of the declaration issues. You're the one who's an offensive lineman. We'll talk to Bulaga about it tomorrow. But that has been surprising. There's been more free runners than we ever saw during the Josh Myers era. To your point about Kevin Zeitler, he is a starter for the Titans. He has started all 8 games. And on top of that, the dude has played 14 years and started 205 games.
Yeah, he's a warrior.
He plays there's a few years where he played only 15 games, but 15, 16, 17 every single year.
Wow. If I am
You were right about that during the offseason. Imagine if they'd have gotten him for 1 year as opposed to Aaron Banks and what they did.
They'd be a lot happier with their pick.
Yes, you were right.
Thank you. And it's
Tausch
not
was
just
right.
that
I
he's a
don't have my
Wisconsin
little
guy. He's just a really good football player.
Right. And I guess if let me ask you this, and then
what is Tennessee doing with him?
Right. Well, they're
letting him
starting
rot. A contender in the NFC. I don't know where Detroit's at with their O-line. Played good football for Detroit. I wouldn't be surprised if the Bears went and grabbed him. Somebody is going to want to go and pick him up. That's a contender. If you stink, why bother? But if you're looking to add that is somebody that I would be all over. And from Green Bay's standpoint, I do think finding another interior offensive lineman is one of the sneaky spots on this group that I think they need to address too, because that it has not been as good as they had hoped it would be.
We need to get to Evan Cohen. Last question on this, and we'll ask Evan this too, because you are both Goody either stans or believers. is the one blind spot in the constant youth, not adding the Kevin Zeitler type on a low-cost, late-in-his-career contract. You talked about second contracts. I agree. And he's regretted third contracts for sure, but now there's even second contracts that he's saying, gosh, I shouldn't have done that. Right?
Like who?
Like Jair.
He got a couple years out of Jair's second.
Rashawn Gary?
No. He's fine with Rashawn Gary's contract. He's fine with it. He structured it so they can get out. Elton Jenkins, they got a steal for most of his second contract. Yeah, they're fine with it. It's the third deal that you're looking at and saying, okay, we're not going to give Elton the third contract. Yeah, I get it because it's tough. And Elton's going to get paid somewhere else, and he'll probably be back at guard.
Play at guard, yes. And then he will have plenty of money to get his bathroom redone with Kohler Services.
Hey, family-owned business. What a great business. A great Wisconsin company, Kohler Services. Family-owned for 150 years. Kohler is your Wisconsin manufacturer providing care for life. And this month only, you get $1,000 off your Lugstone shower remodel, and you have 0 interest for 12 months. Visit KohlerServicesWI.com to request your free quote. Fast professional installation. That is always included. Again, that is KohlerServicesWI.com.
Evan Cohen of Unsportsmanlike joins us next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN. Let's get the latest from Lambeau. This is your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Z-Bart of Greater Milwaukee. Why Z-Bart? Because you don't want rust holes in your expensive vehicle. Let Z-Bart keep the rust away with professional rust protection. Only at Z-Bart.
Well, of a 16-13 loss to the Carolina Panthers on your home field as 2 touchdown favorites isn't bad enough, things just got worse for Green Bay. After a historic start to his season, tight end Tucker Kraft's year is over. With MRIs confirming Monday, he suffered a torn ACL in Sunday's loss to Carolina. Head coach Matt LaFleur.
It's unfortunate because more than anything, I know how much Tuck puts into this, and he's a big part of our team, a great leader. It's hard to replace that.
The Packers will roll with tight ends Luke Musgrave and John Fitzpatrick for the foreseeable future. I'm Alex Stroh.
This has been your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Z-Bart of Greater Milwaukee.
Do you want your car to shine like a diamond? Then you need Z-Gloss from Z-Bart. Z-Gloss gives you a mirror finish and protects your paint from everything Mother Nature can throw at it with a 10-year guarantee. Visit zbart.com for more information.
Time out on the field. Let's bring in Gina Della from Pella. What's the winning game plan this month?
Wayne, a whole house of new windows for as low as $297 a month with 0% interest for up to 6 years.
Wow, that's a drive you can sustain for years. No penalties, no extra interest.
And unlike opponents, Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin actually stops the drafts.
Don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Make your move today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 11/30/2025.
Oh no, there's only seltzer left, and it's passionberry almond fruit? Who comes up with these? Kick the aluminum can to the curb and mix up a cocktail you actually want with Tito's. It tastes great, it's gluten-free, and it's available in a variety of sizes for your convenience. The flavor abilities are endless. Tito's Handmade Vodka, the official spirit of whatever you want to drink. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
Thinking about buying or building a new home? Start with a mortgage pre-approval from Great Midwest Bank and experience a state of tranquility. At Great Midwest Bank, we offer fast approvals and flexible options with experienced loan officers who understand the local market because they live here too. Whether you're breaking ground for new construction or buying that dream home just around the corner, we'll guide you every step of the way. Bank with confidence and start your journey at GreatMidwestBank.com. Great Midwest Bank, your simply local equal housing lender.
Did you forget the first day of school is this week and little Nancy still needs her name embroidered on her backpack? Or the company shirts are due now, not next week? Maybe the boss just declared Steve's retirement party is today and the shirts are mandatory? Whatever the rush, Big Frog Custom T-shirts and more in Mequon has got you covered with fast turnarounds, no minimums, eco-friendly printing, and high-quality custom apparel. Big Frog brings your custom ideas to life fast. Stop by Big Frog in Mequon or visit bigfrog.com/Mequon. Big Frog Custom T-shirts and more, where your ideas leap to life.
Host an unforgettable outing and create special memories with your crew at a Milwaukee Bucks game. Groups of 10 or more can score ticket savings, block seating, and take part in special activities on game days. Showcase your team's talents on center court, score a high five from the pros, and more. There are great options for groups of all sizes. Start planning your ultimate Bucks basketball game day experience today at bucks.com/groups. That's bucks.com/groups.
If only life had a remote control, you could pause or rewind. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
So you mentioned Super Bowls and parties and how they don't go hand in hand, which again is an absurd comment by you two, but it's just one of many on the show.
Dumber thing that Chewy has said this morning. Super Bowls and parties don't go hand in hand, or cheddar is not a top 10 cheese.
On 94.5 ESPN.
You know what that music means? From Unsportsmanlike, which you can hear across ESPN Wisconsin. You can watch on ESPN television. If you're not watching Good Morning America, it is Evan Cohen.
Smalls was on Good Morning America.
Nice.
Were you not watching?
I was not.
Oh,
That was actually the day he was
the
here.
one day that you actually don't watch.
I was here, yeah.
Evan, is it smart to prep for a morning sports talk show by watching Good Morning America?
I guess if you're doing non-sports stuff to relate to sports fans.
Yeah, but we aren't. And we don't.
I don't see that
One
as
of the best things you do are non-sports things.
When do you ever bring a Good Morning America topic to our show?
Well, okay, I'm not.
It's been like 3 times.
Tariff talk. Wow. We have tackle talk on Wednesday, and we do tariff talk on Thursdays. That's typically how that goes.
Okay, I'm going to tweet out that Evan's on the show right now, so I'm going to let you take over the interview.
I was listening to you and Canty and Michelle this morning on my drive into the Everlight Solar Studio, and I got a sneaky suspicion. I love you're doing this. What do you call it? The all mess team, or what is it you do on Wednesdays? Hot mess. I love it. And I got a sneaky suspicion. You're teasing it. You did a 22-hour tease, which, by the way, is beautiful. I got a sneaky suspicion. I know which team you're going to do, and I think it's absurd that you're going to put the Green Bay Packers on the hot mess. You said it's a winning team. You were just talking about the Packers. I don't want to steal your tease, but if you think
No, it's okay. I have no problem telling you this. So the hot mess, for those who are unaware, Jason, and everybody else that may be unaware, every single Wednesday on our show.
I think Stephanopoulos is actually bringing that up. He took that. He's got the hot mess.
Oh, Georgie?
Oh, Jorge.
Yeah. So what I do is I update power rankings for hot mess teams. The definition for me of a hot mess is think Tara Reid and Paris Hilton back in the day when they walk in the Hollywood nightclub and you're like, oh, my God, they're drop-dead gorgeous, beautiful supermodels. And they come out and you're like, what happened to their left shoe and where's their earring? And why is the mascara, like, falling down from their face? Like, what happened here? Like, how did that – you walk in looking good, you come out looking like a mess, right?
Okay.
And so, like, for instance, the New Orleans Saints have never been on my list because I actually don't think that they're a mess. I just think that they're not very good.
They stink, yeah.
Yeah, but they're actually kind of building, right? So, yes, one of the candidates for tomorrow definitively would be the Green Bay Packers. That is the team that I was alluding to. I am not suggesting they're going to be on it definitively. I really have to see how today plays out. But I was beyond agitated with that on Sunday, and here's why. On our show last week, we started bouncing around what possible upsets could happen.
You didn't even broach and think that was a possibility.
That's right.
I'm an avid listener to your show, Evan. Yep.
And I listened to you on Sunday night, and Gabe, by the way, on Game Night on ESPN Radio. I was stunned to hear you. An extra working day was surprising, to be honest.
Oh, yeah, because I don't work.
You did national?
I did, yeah. Thanks for noticing. Me and Gabe crushed it. By the way, if you listen to our last hour,
you had a great Bengals take, which I used and I credited the next day.
Oh, very nice.
No, seriously, what you said was, hey, let's be realistic about this squad. they're giving up 1 million points. But if numerically, I read you the line of the quarterback, does it matter that Burrow's not there if those are the numbers the quarterback is putting up, which should be even more concerning, and you should not bring back Burrow as a result? I thought that was a very good point by you, because Flacco's numbers are Burrow's numbers.
And also, if they aren't at the top of your hot mess list, I know you're going to put the Packers in there, and I would disagree. They lost the game, but with the reaction of Chase and that tailback, I think his name's Brown, they are the biggest hot mess. That locker room is implode city. They need to reset that whole operation. They need to trade guys today. Everybody that's not their 3 core guys needs to go, and they need to reboot immediately. And I think I've said this before, and it's crazy talk. First guy I'm calling, I'm saying, Nick Saban, what do you need? Because you can fix our defense. You finally got your quarterback, and you got a great offense. You can win in the NFL and finish that last crown jewel of your coaching career off. You have everything sitting here that you need, and you can do everything to this defense that you need. Please come. That would be what I would. Okay, go ahead.
That's an interesting. That's not the GOAT that I would call first. I'd be on to Cincinnati, but I understand where you're going on that.
I don't know. Belichick's I don't know about that.
Well, the point. Let's go back to the Packers thing. Here's what agitates me. I wrote off the concept of even entertaining a loss to the Panthers because I incorrectly thought that the loss to the Browns was such a wake-up call that they simply had graduated into never having that kind of hiccup again. That does not mean they wouldn't have lost to the Eagles on Monday Night Football coming up, or they wouldn't lose a big game, let's say, in the playoffs to the Rams, but I did not even entertain the idea that a team that had previously been upset by the Cleveland Browns could ever come close to losing the Carolina Panthers. I was stunned, and I will say this. I am not advocating to get rid of either of these two, but if we are going to fairly be critical of the question of what is Jordan Love right now, let's also be fairly critical of what is Matt LaFleur.
Okay, what are they?
Okay, that's not right. I don't know. Molly Brown, Jim Matt, and Molly ESPN Madison brought up a great point before the season started. She simply said, the last few years, we've been figuring out what Jordan Love is. This is the last year of that. We can't have that anymore. And I feel like we're still trying to figure out what he is. I'm also still trying to figure out what LaFleur actually
Okay, so I want to push back there because I understand what we do. We react. And basically an NFL season is, what is it, Ross Kugler? What is her name?
Elizabeth Kubler-Ross.
You go through, when you have a loss, you kind of go through that 5 stages, and you go quick, right? Because every week stands on its own. You're mad, then you start bargaining, you end up accepting at the end of it. This was one of those games where you're going to get mad, you're frustrated, but somebody called in. We took calls like we always do on Mondays, Evan.
But they're big on Mondays. Yeah.
All-day calls. And one of our callers, I don't remember who it was, but he brought up a great point. That Aaron Rodgers, in his 3rd year at age 27, all the same congruency of the Jordan Love season this year. We were 3-3 and lost a tight end during that season. We also, Aaron threw a bad pick that ended up losing a game, I think 16-13 on a game-winning field goal by the Dolphins that year, or the Redskins was one of those 2 teams. And I just think, we all want everything, and we want concrete answers. Well, if you had concrete answers, Sam Darnold wouldn't be in the league anymore. There still needs to be some grace in saying there's room to grow. Just because he's played 3 years doesn't mean that's the end of it. And I think we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves with Jordan. Now, is he showing you, and you getting enough data to say he's going to make some bad decisions? Yeah, that's kind of where he's at right now. I think we just get so caught up in the right now that we don't always remember Aaron Rodgers, and the point that this guy made was what springboarded him to the MVP stuff the next year was that Atlanta Falcon playoff game where we just torched him.
So I do think it's important to add with context to that. They lose to the Redskins. He also, I believe, gets a concussion at the end of that Washington game. They lose to the Dolphins the following week, and then they never lose again other than the Atlanta game in Atlanta with Rodgers healthy. They lose Rodgers to the concussion early in that game in Detroit. They lose in New England when Matt Flynn starts in his place. But they win 4 in a row after that Dolphins game. They lose to the Falcons, which, again, is the most
we're 5-2 right now.
The most confident. No. Just hold on a second. The most confident losing locker room I've ever been in was that Atlanta one. That if we have to come back here, we're going to beat them. And that's exactly what would happen in the playoffs. Then they beat the 49ers. Then he gets the concussion in Detroit. They win their last 2 regular season games. They win 4 in a row to win the title. My point is that if we're going to compare third years, we have to point out that when a healthy Aaron Rodgers was playing the rest of that 2010 season, he was phenomenal. And then they're going to need Jordan Love to do that as well without Tucker Kraft. So that, to me, is the challenge of that comp.
Okay, a few things here. First of all, Tausch, you made an extremely bold statement, which was not the point of your statement, but it needs to be pointed out. You keep referring to this as Jordan Love's third year.
Yep.
And so that in itself is a debate, right? So if it's his third year, then he didn't learn enough in the previous few years to make some of the mistakes that he's making now.
But Rodgers was in the same boat, and he was making those mistakes too. That's my point back. Continue.
Okay. I'm glad you said that. Number 2, Jordan Love ain't Aaron Rodgers.
Not yet.
Number 3, Matt LaFleur ain't Mike McCarthy.
Ooh. Expand. Tell me more.
Number 4.
Tell me
number
more.
4.
Okay, number 4.
Number 4.
Number 4.
He ain't Brett Favre.
Dak Ertz.
Oh.
Dak Ertz.
Okay.
That's the Packers tight end. That's the guy.
No, Darren Waller. No, Darren Waller.
No.
I want Waller.
I know you do. The infrastructure is not there for Darren Waller to succeed.
Okay. What do you mean by that? Why do you say that?
Okay. Yeah. So I think I have discovered, knowing very little in comparison to you guys, one thing that they may be missing here. Last night, Monday Night Football, Arizona Cardinals are not even in the same ballpark as the Green Bay Packers. But when adversity strikes, things don't go as well. There's zero debate where I'm going. If I'm a defensive player, I look up and I see a 6'8" monster, and Calais Campbell has been in the league for 100 years and is a man of the year kind of guy, and I know I go to him. And if I'm an offensive player and things are struggling, I go to the quarterback who's been in the league a decade, who is as professional and kind and smart of a player as you're ever going to meet in Jacoby Brissett. When adversity has struck the Green Bay Packers, which it has right now, in my mind, relative to the expectations, where am I going? Because, Tausch, you probably will tell me, in that spot, you don't always go to the coach. You go to one of your peers, one of your teammates, right? You had Chad Clifton with you that I think is a good friend, as long as we don't have a flight booked for him. He does good things. And, I think that's probably where you go to, right? Reggie White, obviously, back in the day. Where does the player that's like, what the hell is happening? How did we just lose to that team? Where is that player
Xavier
going?
McKinney.
Who's done what in terms of winning in his career?
Well, they won. Well, I mean,
yeah,
they
same
won.
with Josh Jacobs. I mean, other than winning with them last year, 11 regular season games.
So let me do this in question.
So Evan, you said something really interesting
of a veteran winner.
Okay, can I? Okay, because this ties back to that question I knew you were going to ask.
Okay.
Point 3 you just brought up. You basically said Matt LaFleur ain't Mike McCarthy. Do you think this team, now that they've matured but they haven't grown up yet, would be better suited having Mike McCarthy as their head coach than Matt LaFleur? Because that's what I'm reading you saying.
No. Okay, fair question. I'm saying the Mike McCarthy at that time that didn't have 20 years of his offense seen by everybody else. It's a different time right now. I'm not suggesting that LaFleur should be replaced. I'm saying the way in which Mike McCarthy early on was able to coach the best out of Aaron Rodgers is not currently happening. Is Matt LaFleur coaching the best out of Jordan Love? And if it is, then maybe we need to rethink this.
I think because
I'm not trying to run these guys out, guys.
You're not
I am not
telling them
anti-Matt LaFleur.
Yeah.
I'm not anti-Jordan Love, and I'm not anti-Matt LaFleur. What I'm saying is I sat there in that building on that Thursday night against the Commanders, and I understand the Commanders are not nearly the team I thought they were, but I left that building saying, holy crap, who the heck is going to beat this team? I didn't realize the answer to that question were the Packers.
This was going to be my question because you were so taken with what you saw with your own eyes at Lambeau Field. And they started, and you were not alone, Evan, right? I mean, we were guilty. My question is, have we overestimated everyone involved, and are we now overreacting to one loss? Jordan Love was playing at an MVP level before Sunday. He deserved to be in the conversation. I didn't see him in the odds.
And after Monday night, if he plays well, he'll be right back there.
Right.
And the answer to your question is absolutely all the way around, yes, right? We overrated them a little bit. We're overreacting right now, no question. Okay, there is no question. I could come on next week after the Eagles game and be like, holy crap, they're right back in the mix. Nobody's beating them, right? I get it. And then egg on my face, fine. I look like an idiot, no problem. But here's where we're not overreacting. There was one person after the Browns game who publicly said, you know what? Kind of like this. It makes sense for their development, and this is a good wake-up call. His name is Mark Tauscher. And Mark Tauscher, spinning the Browns' loss positively, convinced me a little bit, it's not the worst idea. It's that old adage of, like, a big team on a winning streak before the NCAA tournament loses a game, and you're like, that kind of is a good thing.
Sharpens the edge. Sharpens the edge.
Yeah. They lost another one of those on Sunday.
At home.
I thought that was over with.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so Tausch, are you going to tell me that this loss is good too?
No, this was a bad loss. Listen, this was a bad loss, but I'm telling you right now, like, this is the NFL now. If you don't play well, like Dallas last night, that's a brutal loss for them, and Dallas isn't near the team Green Bay is. But you're going to have some of these hiccups. You need to position yourself. I've said this year more than any other. The winner of the NFC is going to be the 1 seed. Whoever gets that 1 seed, and I'm not going to make my statement that I always do and people crush me about, the most important 1 seed. Having to only win 2 games, this is going to be so competitive, and it's all teams with flaws that can play good football, but I don't trust anybody to win 3.
Mm-hmm.
I'll trust somebody to win 2. And right now, the Rams deserve the most credit because they've been the most consistent football team. Philadelphia, I still think there's issues there. Monday night will be an awesome test to that, and if Green Bay can win that, they then trump and put themselves in a position to take that 1 seed away from them. I think the 1 seed in the NFC is going to come out mainly because I don't know of any team that can win 3 in a row when you're talking about the competitive juices that all of these groups got.
Tausch, you're one of the smartest people I know. That is one of the smartest statements I've ever heard you make. That is not even weighing in on the specific team. Mm-hmm. That is conceptually, no team in the NFC has proven to you that they're good enough to win 3 playoff games. So the next logical thought is whoever only has to win 2 gets there.
Yep.
That is the smart. I will use that tomorrow, and I will credit you on that.
Perfect.
It is the smartest thing I've heard you say. I hope Kansas.
I think it's time to go. That's a pretty good little segment ender.
Can we get that on Good Morning America so I can see it?
See if who's Stephanopoulos paired up with on that?
Michael Strahan.
Oh, Strahan. Yeah,
Robin Roberts.
Robin Roberts. Yeah, see if Robin Roberts will
Madison
take that.
College named the field after her, I think. Here.
Is she a grad from there?
I don't think so. I don't really
that's an interesting deal.
I feel like you needed some more details to drop that piece of information.
You know what? I'm going
to
go look that up.
Hey, any Badger update for me? Anything we got?
Yeah, Jesse won $100 throwing dice at the Hard Rock Casino Rockford with Barry Alvarez last night.
101.
Okay. Any positive Badger football news?
I don't know if I'd say there's a ton of positive stuff. We got to go see what we're looking at. It's a new day. It's a new day at Camp Randall. But outside of that, I think we got 4 games left. We need to. I think Barry said on his show last night. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jesse, because I just heard the clips. You need to see improvement. And improvement. I thought we saw some improvement defensively.
Got to win a game
out in Oregon. We didn't see any offensively. We ran the ball a little bit better. Atuka, I think, has earned reps. He's going to be a guy that you're hopefully going to lean in, and some young defensive players. So there is some optimism with some of your young players, hopefully developing into guys that you can count on moving forward. But how do you count on anybody moving forward in this era of football? Because who knows? You don't know what's going to happen in December. But as far as this next 4 games, yeah, we need to find a way to win a game.
We did some.
Wait, do you think that, Tausch, do you think that we are now the kind of program that if you are good, we're not good enough where the big schools poach from? I.e., like we give Cignetti credit in Indiana because he goes against all the James Madison guys that were his guys. But are we like, oh, wow, this person did well at Wisconsin. Now let's get him to a real program? Is that what you're saying?
No, that is not what I'm saying. What I am saying is the challenges of keeping guys and financially keeping guys and all of the things that go with stability and everything else. There have been a lot of chirping around here. You know that. So if
right,
you're
but
a
I'm
young...
just saying, like, if you're Ohio State and Michigan, the programs we fancy ourselves to try to compete with, they don't worry about keeping their guys.
I think that what world are you living in? Of course they worry about keeping their guys. Alabama loses guys to Ohio State. If you're not worried about that,
they're not losing Ty Simpson.
No. Go back and take a look. They have lost guys. Starting guys have left and went to other schools. Michigan has poached guys.
But Julian Sainz
Just saying.
was at Alabama, but he didn't play.
No, I'm telling you, there have been starting players that have left because you have to pony up to keep stars. And Wisconsin, right now, if you want to be honest about it, are you going to be able to afford to keep up with the Phil Knights and some of the other schools? That is obviously one of the big concerns that everybody has here. So it's not about...
I want to give you credit. Tausch.
About what?
Because as a former Badger and a student and a broadcaster now, I don't know how public this is, but I think it's a great job by you that you have forfeited your per-game salary to go back to the program for NIL. I think that's a tremendous
And I think it's great that you've given your whole national salary to do that, too, because you know how important it is to beat Illinois when you come into town with Smalls and your crew. So it's great that, good job by both of us.
Oh, boy. Talk to you later.
See ya.
That is Evan Cohen of Unsportsmanlike. Hopefully Tausch after...
Did you not get the sense he thinks that this team would be better off with Mike McCarthy coaching it than...
He loves Mike McCarthy.
He does?
We all do. But I do think he said something that was... And I didn't want to interrupt because you guys were riffing pretty good there. He had that line about Mike McCarthy's offense before the league had seen it for 20 years. I think that's a fair point. Like, I think Mike McCarthy's offense in year 3, 4... was really good. And I think there's starting to be some of that with the Matt LaFleur offense.
It didn't hurt when you have Jordy and Greg and Donald.
Right, for sure.
So
you can say, hey, we need to win our one-on-ones because you almost always are going to have someone who does that.
You'll outmatch people, and there's nobody outmatching Coors Light, whether you're tailgating pregame, enjoying your experience during the game, or celebrating a big win after the game. You just need a moment to chill. Crack open that Rocky Mountain Cold Coors Light, brewed with a 3-step cold process, cold lager, cold filtered, and it is cold packaged, so it is made to chill. Celebrate responsibly, Coors Brewing Company at Golden, Colorado.
The trade deadline approaching. We are less than 5 hours away. We'll see if the Packers make any moves. We still have another segment of the 9 o'clock hour, and it's next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and sponsored by American Family Insurance.
From the biggest stars to the greatest moments, Behind the Bucks is Bucks history like you've never heard it before. It's all on Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the new ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
Looking for a delicious meal without breaking the bank? Cousin Subs has you covered. Our $10 meal deal gives you a 7.5-inch ham and provolone, turkey breast, or veggie sub piled high with fresh hand-sliced ingredients, crisp veggies, and all your favorite toppings. Add a bag of chips or regular fries, a fountain drink, and a cookie, all for just $10. This deal's available online or through the Cousins app only, and you can enjoy your meal at home, at work, or delivered straight to your door, hot and fresh. Cousin Subs. We believe in better. Available at participating locations. Offer subject to change.
Something exciting is happening at St. Kate the Arts Hotel. On the second floor, you'll find the Studio Kitchen and Cocktails, Milwaukee's destination for bold flavors, fresh sushi, seasonal entrees, and cocktails crafted with care. Start your day with a breakfast that fuels you, stop in for dinner that sparks conversation, or linger late into the evening with drinks designed to inspire. With flavors and drinks for every mood, the Studio is the perfect place to gather, celebrate, and connect. Be boldly social. The Studio Kitchen and Cocktails, now on the second floor at St. Kate the Arts Hotel.
Aren't you sick and tired of restaurant inflation? It's so expensive to dine out, but not at the super affordable Mine Chef restaurant in Hartford. WTMJ's John Mercure here. The Wednesday and Friday all-you-can-eat haddock fish fry is $7.99. Say what? That's right, $7.99. Or you can build your own big burger or chicken sandwich platter today for under $10. Kids and grandkids 5 and under eat free Sunday through Thursday from the kids menu. They can safely play in that huge game room quietly tucked away from the dining area. They have fun upstairs and you enjoy the rest of your meal downstairs. Go out for lunch or dinner today for under $10. Desserts are always buy one, get one free. The Mine Shaft in beautiful downtown Hartford and right near the EAA in Oshkosh. Just walk in today for your Wednesday all-you-can-eat beer-battered haddock fish fry for $7.99. Serving from 11 a.m., so get there early. Every Thursday, buy one pizza, get one free. MineShaftRestaurant.com.
This is Eric Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, letting you know that Siding Unlimited installs Pella windows and doors. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well, earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year award 5 times. New windows, our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. What's the next step? Call 262-567-4513 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
It's ESPN Milwaukee's Brad Nortman here with some exciting news from my friends at Bank 5-9. Not only have they been named a top workplace for 16 straight years, but they've just won the prestigious Community Choice Award as the best bank in the Milwaukee area. Honestly, I'm not surprised. Not only do they have great products and services, but they truly live out their mission to make lives better. If you're looking for a true local community bank, check out the best. Visit bank59.com to learn more today. Member FDIC.
Hey, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Buying a roof, siding, or windows can feel overwhelming. Hidden costs, confusing contracts. We don't play that game. We educate you so you can decide. And when you know the facts, Infinity Exteriors is the clear choice. Since 1997, we've installed peace of mind with no surprise upcharges, flexible budgets, and immediate financing. Infinity Exteriors, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
You're listening to Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin and sponsored by American Family Insurance.
Is this song in Step Brothers?
I think it is.
I think so.
I had never seen that movie, and it was on the other night as I was flipping through channels, and I stayed on it for a while, and I think that's
bet
where
you
I
wouldn't like that movie.
Yeah, well, I didn't really enjoy
I
it.
didn't think you
I
would.
like Mary Steenburgen, though.
Yeah, she's a good actress.
Yeah, she's good.
Fan of her work.
She was married to Ted Danson in Real World, right? In the Real World.
I think you're right.
Yeah, I thought so.
The one that I remember from Step Brothers is when they're in the car and they're singing "Sweet Child of Mine," like the family quartet.
I stumbled upon it while they were building the bunk beds.
Yeah, it's a good scene.
That wasn't one of the better scenes.
I didn't stay on it.
Good movie, though. I thought it was funny.
That was an interesting conversation that we had with Evan Cohen, and you can hear it if you joined it late or missed it.
Can we all agree the Packers are not a hot mess? Like, it is a bad loss. He's going to put him in the hot mess. I think he does that for clicks a little bit, too, if we're just being honest. He knows the Packer fan base is rabid, and, Smalls, obviously, being a Packer fan, will get her all riled up. Of the 32 teams, are the Packers really, as he put it, Paris Hilton walking out with stilettos and makeup running down her face? Like, I don't think so.
So I thought the clarification of to be a hot mess, you can't just be a garbage team. Like, the Jets aren't a hot mess. To be a hot mess,
you can be a garbage team and still be a hot mess.
To be a hot mess, you need to have expectations.
Drama. There's got to be a little drama, and there's
I think the most important thing is expectations, and that's why the Bengals,
you gotta be hot.
the Packers.
At one point, you were hot, and then you left the building not so hot.
The Dolphins.
When were the Dolphins hot?
Yeah, I feel like dumpster fire.
When were the Browns hot? That's not the. You guys aren't understanding. You don't watch the show, so you guys. Okay, yeah, go ahead. Hand up.
Yes, Jason.
I didn't know that. I didn't know we were in school.
My question.
Oh, by the way, Mac, our coach, our Defo coach, just sent you a note over. It ain't Robin Roberts from Good Morning America over at the. If you look at Twitter,
Robin Roberts.
I thought that was a super weird.
The old pitcher.
They named it after a Robin Roberts.
I just
that
love
isn't
when you
that
say
Robin
stuff like it's facts.
Jesse,
the college
you sent me a photo from a football field that was named for Gerald Ford, and it wasn't for Hunter's Gerald Ford. So isn't it possible that coincidentally enough, there's another Robin Roberts that the baseball field's named after?
I did not know there was another Robin Roberts.
I didn't know you knew there were more than one Gerald Ford.
Well, I did actually know that one. Yeah.
Okay. If I could go back to the question I had when I raised my hand here.
Hot mess.
And then we will take a break and start the 10 o'clock hour. So I'd like you to ponder this.
Christian ponder.
Christian Watson.
Watson from...
Tom Watson.
Whatever. Yeah, go ahead.
What if they lose to the Eagles and lose badly? Ponder that as we get ready for the 10 o'clock hour, because you keep saying, well, if they win, they're right back in it. We're talking about it's them and the Rams. What if they're not? I don't know how that'll affect your Prize Picks choice of the weekend, of your expectations, but that's part of it too.
Well, we had a good weekend on Prize Picks. If you took less with Bryce Young, you're in a pretty good spot. You took more with Dowdle. Thought that Packer run defense would give up a little something. If Jordan Love, more. Even with all of the stuff that we talked about, you know, whether it's football, basketball, or both, Prize Picks just makes every game more exciting. I've been playing Prize Picks for a while, and it is as simple as you could possibly want. You just take your sports opinions and turn it into cash. You can make those picks in less than 60 seconds. Just pick more or less on at least 2 player stats, get them right, and cash in. And now Prize Picks has stacks. Pick the same player up to 3 times in one lineup. You want more on Steph. You want more on Giannis. Stack them all. And you can only do it on Prize Picks. Plus, you can follow other players and copy their lineups in one click in the new Feed tab. You also have injury reboots. If your player leaves the first half and doesn't return, it won't count as a loss. Deposits are fast and easy with Venmo, Apple Pay, and MasterCard. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code WI. You get $50 in lineups after your first $5 lineup. That is code WI, again, for Prize Picks. Prize Picks. It's good
to be right. We will be right back with you in 2 minutes for the 10 o'clock hour of Wilde and Tausch, so stick around.
Don't go anywhere. Another hour of Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, is coming up next on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Time out on the field. Let's bring in Gina Della from Pella. What's the winning game plan this month?
Wayne, a whole house of new windows for as low as $297 a month with 0% interest for up to 6 years.
Wow, that's a drive you can sustain for years. No penalties, no extra interest.
And unlike opponents, Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin actually stops the drafts.
Don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Make your move today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 11/30/2025.
Staples presents an easy holiday.
My holiday list was a mile long.
Fa la 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 boo hoo hoo.
Staples made it easy with big savings on tech gifts.
I'm listening.
And I saved big on custom holiday cards, too. Plus, Staples has UPS shipping in store.
Holy flying reindeer. Shop Staples today for 40% off custom cards, invites, wrapping paper, labels, stamps, and photo gifts.
That was easy.
In-store and online expires 11/15. Exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for details.
It's Macy's Friends and Family, the best time to kickstart your holiday shopping with big savings on our best brands like DKNY, Hugo Boss, Karl Lagerfeld Paris, and more at 30% off. Plus, take 15% off Valentino, Gucci, and more top beauty brands. Or Star Rewards members can earn $20 in Star Money for every $100 spent on eligible brands. Ends tonight, only at Macy's Friends and Family. Savings off regular and already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
Hey sports fans, looking to level up your next private event? V Private Bar Services is your game changer. Move beyond the ordinary. V Private Bar Services crafts custom cocktails tailored to your brand and your guests' taste. Imagine a bar experience that's as unique as your business. Our expert mixologists will create a memorable experience that your clients and team will rave about. From signature cocktails to full-service bars, we've got you covered. Be the MVP of your next event. Visit vprivatebar.com to book today.
Hey, this is Jen Latta. You're listening to 94.5 ESPN, WKTI, and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
The 10 o'clock hour of Wilde and Tausch begins now. So, Tausch, before we get to the trade deadline talk, which again is 3 p.m. Central Time, what'd you come up with as you pondered my question? What if they not only get beat by the Eagles, but they don't play well?
I think that changes the math on all expectations. Like if Philly comes in and beats us, I think we'll look at it and say, well, we're very similar to last year. We haven't really taken a stride. It's a big game psychologically. This is a big game for just a belief that this is a team that can go win a championship, because all of a sudden now you're looking at it. You're still going to be fine from a divisional standpoint because you have all these games. I think 5 of the last 6 or 5 of the last 7 are divisional games to finish your season. So there's going to be opportunity there because winning the division, I think, is going to be just absolutely critical. And it seems as if this is going to be more of a dogfight than we thought. I was convinced it was going to be a 2-team race. I still believe the 2 best teams in this division are Green Bay and the Detroit Lions. But I have to think long and hard after watching Minnesota go in and kind of bludgeon the Detroit Lions. That was not some fluky special teams, and that was not a fluky. They ate Detroit's lunch. They couldn't move the football.
Yeah.
So that changes it. But Philadelphia, if they're able to come into Lambeau, run it down our throats, and have their way with us, and our offense looks like it did against the Cleveland Browns. I'm not going to say Carolina because I think the Carolina game, we moved the football. It just correct. We hiccuped. I think the entire dynamic of our fan base and of that locker room would be a blow to what the expectations are going to be of this football team.
Do you think the injury to Tucker Kraft galvanizes them for a week and they rise up? Or do they have the woe is me? Because I don't know. Think back to your time as a player. Were there injuries where you guys came together because you lost a key piece? Or were there times where guys went down and you were like, okay, we're in trouble?
I mean, I think initially you think you're in trouble, and you find out very early that the wheel just keeps spinning.
Right.
And nobody cares. Like, obviously, those are excuses. And for the most part, I'm just trying to think of guys that, skill guys that have went down, or there are times when you look at it and you say, how are we going to replace this guy? Well, everybody has to step up. So if it was Favre or Rodgers, I think the math on that changes. Tucker Kraft he's not a quarterback, but of all of the pieces that I would say are most important for this team to chase that championship, to be healthy, boy, he'd be really high on that list.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't. He's not getting past 5. I can tell you that. And so now, if you're Micah and the defense, I think the galvanizing part of this would be defensively. You saw a little taste of some turnover on Sunday. That needs to ramp up, and I do think Philadelphia will. You can get a turnover that Jalen Hurts will turn it over, whether it's when he's running or whatnot. But defensively, I think this. If I'm guessing, I think Monday night is going to be very sludgy. I think it's going to be a physical. Can Green Bay hold up against their O-line? Their O-line ain't last year's O-line. Saquon ain't last year. How Green Bay approaches this, and are they going to say, we're going to force Jalen Hurts to beat us throwing the football? Or are they going to say, they haven't run it that great. We think we can hold up and play a 2-shell and not give up any big plays. I'm going to be fascinated how Jeff Hafley approaches that. But offensively, Philly's making moves. They're grabbing guys. They grabbed another pass rusher. I think our offense probably is going to struggle without Tucker initially, and then they're going to have to figure out what route they're going to go, whether it's going to be – they can't just say, well, put Musgrave in and let him do Tucker things. No. Let Musgrave go and do Musgrave things. And then we'll see if you can mix and match some of these other guys and that are wanting more touches. Well, good news. You're going to get more touches.
I asked Matt LaFleur about this yesterday. I don't know if it made the rundown because I know Jesse was busy winning $101 last night at Hard Rock Casino Rockford with Coach Alvarez. But I told Matt LaFleur I'm not being a smart aleck when I ask this. We discussed it a little bit yesterday. Are they more capable, not necessarily this week while you're still kind of dealing with the shock to the system, but can they reinvent themselves with Watson back? Golden's shoulder injury is not serious. They say he's day-to-day. Romeo Doubs has been productive. Tay Wicks should be back this week. With all the wide receiver options they have, as much as Matt LaFleur wanted this to be a 2 tight end team when he was talking about in the offseason, can they reinvent themselves and do some of the 5 wide stuff of the McCarthy era, 4 wides and a tight end being Musgrave, maybe even 4 wides and running? Can they do some different things now based on not having Tucker Kraft?
What did he
still
say?
Be productive. He said that that's the beauty of having that many weapons. So, yes, he seems to think so. But, again, to your point, as you often say, what's he going to say? Yeah, no, that's not going to work.
Well, I think if you lean too far away from Josh Jacobs and running the football, I think you're going to be upset with yourself. But, yes, you want to get multiple, and especially against teams, Mike McCarthy, going back to, his era, there were times when we had that great group with Jonesy and Jennings.
The SI cover.
It would be, let's just go, and we think our third wideout's much better than your third corner. And we will pick at you, and we will pick at you until you bleed. Okay. Now, if you feel that way about your guys, do it. Now, that puts more pressure on your O-line to be able to hold up.
And
puts more pressure on Jordan Love to figure it out and to make quick decisions. But I think Jordan Love's at his best when he's rhythmic, what we saw in Pittsburgh. You don't need him to always be looking for the big strike. Because what happens is if you dink and dunk and you take what's given to you, all of a sudden coordinators get a little antsy and they're going to start squeezing down. The big thing, if I'm Matt LaFleur after last week's game, I'm looking at it and saying, we got to be better in the red zone. And that's where not having Tucker really hurts because he is a red zone dog.
Now, Romeo's great in the red zone, too, or has been anyway.
Okay.
But, we'll see what that looks like. I want to talk more about this, and I want to talk more about the trade deadline. My question for our fans in the Carbless Talk and Text line, 844-770-3776, is do you want them to do something? And what is it?
Have the fans ever said, no, we want to stand pat? Have we ever said,
well,
the fans ever said
remember, do something can also go the other way. Again, Goody has traded away Rasul Douglas. He's traded away Preston Smith. He's traded Ha-Ha Clinton Dix.
He was right about Ha-Ha. He was right about Preston. I don't think he was right about Sewell.
I would agree with all three of those statements. And so if he trades Kingsley Enikbare,
what do you got against Kingsley? What the hell? Why do you want him out of here so
I
bad?
don't, actually.
Well, that's the third time you brought
because
it up.
I talked to Kingsley about the possibility, and he's aware that it's a possibility, and I think he'd like to play more. Yes, definitely would like to play more.
Okay. Oh, that's reporting. Is that reporting?
I mean, he said it on the record. He
said he wants to play more and he wants to be traded.
He would like to be playing more. Yeah.
Okay.
Which I think don't you want people that want to play more?
Yeah, but I also want you to accept your role and go make some plays. He'd made
and
a nice.
He has.
Yeah.
Would be a good Steinhoffel sleeper of the week. I am wearing my Wilde and Tausch Iron Jock hoodie. It's really nice. Thanks for having those ordered. Who gets credit for that? Holly, I'm learning something about the office here.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing when you show up, you learn stuff. It's funny how that works.
And what have you learned about our office?
Don't get all snarly with me. What else did you learn? I'm complimenting you.
Says the guy who's in here once a week.
I'm in here at least once a week.
I'm sorry, I didn't know that was
you
your
don't think I got a
compliment.
pulse on what's going on around here? I got a pretty good pulse about what's going on around here.
Why do you do that? I was handling it.
I'm trying to stick up for you.
Don't help. I learned that Holly, apparently her thing is to accept credit for things she doesn't actually do.
Okay.
Like it's a running joke, apparently, in the office. So I told Jesse I have been dying to have the Joe Thomas Gotham bagels. And apparently Jesse did.
They start serving ice cream over there?
No, but Joe's our friend.
I know, but I'm just asking.
They should start serving.
As long as they're serving ice cream, I'm good.
So I told Jesse this, and Jesse, being the delegator, delegated the task of bringing in Gotham bagels, which I was super excited about. But Holly took credit for it, which apparently she does with a lot of things.
Okay.
And it was actually Molly that bought them and brought them in. So then I went back and thanked her a second time, thinking that I had not thanked her properly when I got here because we were a little pressed for time. And then it turned out she had nothing to do with it. It was all Molly. So thank you, Molly, of Jim, Matt, and Molly, which I think I can do that appearance today in person.
Oh, wow.
That's going to be special.
It's a big day for you.
I'm not in the office as much as you are, though.
Well, there's no doubt about that.
And you don't cover the Packers as often as I do.
Oh, I don't know about that. I've worn just about every type of workout gear there is, and nothing compares to Iron Jock. You can look on the video stream. I have my Wilde and Tausch Iron Jock sweatshirt, and you're going to be able to get one here. Their performance apparel is built to fight sweat, stank, bacteria, keeping you feeling fresh no matter how hard you push. And now Iron Jock is introducing 4 new lightweight hoodies. These hoodies are world-class, cool, wicking. I love that word, wicking, not Dontavian, but wicking. And a 4-way stretch. Who doesn't like a 4-way stretch? Go to ironjock.com to get your hoodie today. That's ironjock.com. And
I'm going there right now.
You have a chance to win your own hoodie. I'm like Santa firing Iron Jock hoodies away here. Caller 13. Need caller 13. You call in. Jesse is going to be handing it. He's got a bag full. He's got it over his shoulder. He's got a big old sleigh full of Iron Jock hoodies. And we are going to be handing them out, I think, every day through the month.
I don't know how often this. I didn't know we were even doing this.
I have to talk to our team. I know it's today, and I think it's the month. Caller 13 right now. Jesse, what's the number?
That's 844-770-3776.
He's here a lot.
844-770-3776, Tausch.
Caller 13, you're going to get yourself a sweet new light Iron Jock hoodie. How awesome is that? Caller 13, again, I don't know the number. Jesse just said it. Give us a call. Get yourself an Iron Jock. Jason, tease us out.
I don't know the number. Call 844-770-3776. Be caller 13 for your Iron Jock hoodie. It's Wilde and Tausch.
Wilde and Tausch is presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella at 855-PELLA-WI or visit online at PellaWI.com/radio.
Students learn best when they can put their knowledge into action. JA's Stock Market Challenge teaches high school students how to analyze stocks and how current events impact value. Thanks to RSM, our partner that makes this program possible. It's just one of many ways JA brings learning to life. To learn more, visit wisconsin.ja.org.
Don't you wish your life came with a warning app?
That dog does not want to be petted.
Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
The UW Credit Union member Mark Tauscher here. People ask me, old T, why did you join UW Credit Union? Well, is it to keep your banking local? Is it the member first service? Great perks like early payday? Absolutely. But honestly, between us, I mean, it's Bucky. I can't say no to that face. If you love Wisconsin like I do, you just can't pay with anything else. Fandom makes us do crazy things, but this just makes sense. Become a UW Credit Union member and get your Bucky card like me. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions apply.
This is Eric Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, letting you know that Siding Unlimited installs Pella windows and doors. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well, earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year award 5 times. New windows, our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. What's the next step? Call 262-567-4513 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
If you're living your life in pain, you need to take control of your health and look beyond just traditional medicine to get that done. Hey, it's Brad Nortman, and I want to tell you about my friends at QC Kinetics. When I've gone to the Greenfield location, I have seen with my own eyes what QC Kinetics can do for you. QC Kinetics offers cellular treatments that at the micro level can cure that pain for the long term. Using QC Kinetics' natural healing tools, you can revitalize those joints and get back to living the life that you deserve to live. It's fast, all natural, and there's no downtime. You'll be amazed, just like I was, to see all the tools in their toolkit to give you a pain-free life and get you living an active life once again. Do not wait any longer. QC Kinetics is the nation's leader in regenerative cellular medicine, and it's something that you need to see to believe. Your pain-free life is waiting for you on the other side of your free consultation with QC Kinetics. Give them a call today for that free consultation at 414-240-2298. That's 414-240-2298. That's 414-240-2298.
With your Saganiac Planning Marquette recap, I'm Chris Larson. Marquette outscored Albany 50-32 in the second half en route to an 80-53 win at Fiserv Forum for their 10th straight season-opening win. Junior guard Zayd Lowry, one of 3 MU players to hit double figures in the game, finished with 13 points and 4 rebounds.
And goal inside to Lowry. He'll stuff it in from the left. Great transition.
The Golden Eagles hit 27-39 from the foul line, including 4 players who were perfect on the night. Marquette wraps up a season-opening 2-game homestand Wednesday night when they host Southern University at Fiserv Forum.
Your business is unique, and your health plan should be too. At United Healthcare, our group health plans are built for you and your employees. Whether you're running a small startup or managing a large enterprise, we offer solutions designed to fit your needs, your goals, and your budget. Explore your options today at uhc.com/Wisconsin. Insurance coverage provided by or through United Healthcare Insurance Company or its affiliates. Administrative services provided by United Healthcare Services, Inc. or their affiliates. Health plan coverage provided by or through United Healthcare of Wisconsin, Inc.
The delicious taste of victory deserves something equally superior. Cheer on your team with Michelob Ultra. At 2.6 carbs and 95 calories, it's a superior, smooth taste worth playing for. Grab a Michelob Ultra Superior Light beer as you cheer your team on. Michelob Ultra, official beer sponsor of the Milwaukee Bucks. Enjoy a Michelob Ultra at Kelly's Bleachers on Blue Mound in Milwaukee, Harp in Milwaukee, Root River Center in Franklin, and the New Fashioned in Milwaukee. Please enjoy responsibly.
You're listening to Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella at 855-PELLA-WI or visit online at PellaWI.com/radio.
Wilde and Tausch rolls on. Jesse, you got a winner for your Iron Jock sweatshirt?
Tom in West Milwaukee, our first Iron Jock winner. Congratulations to Tom. He was very excited about it, as he should be. It's a great prize to win. So.
How frequently are we giving these away?
That's a good question.
We're going to find out. It's going to be a little bit of a crapshoot.
Oh, good
each
one.
day.
That's pretty good.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah. Barry Alvarez, my buddy.
I asked Matt LaFleur yesterday, and we'll get to the fourth down stuff a little bit later, but I asked him, we went like 8 questions deep without asking about Tucker Kraft.
World moves on quick.
It sure does. And you've always said that. So I felt the need to ask if he had checked in with Tucker and how that went. Here is how Matt LaFleur answered that.
He's doing as good as you could ever be doing considering the circumstances. So Tuck's a guy that he's not going to flinch, and that's why we love him. I mean, he's a hell of a player, hell of a teammate, hell of a guy. I'm bummed for him. I'm bummed for us, but it's part of it, and it's got to be that next man up mentality. And unfortunate for him, but now other guys are going to get an opportunity.
As a hell of a player, hell of a teammate, hell of a guy, Mark Tauscher, who has also torn his ACL like Tucker Kraft has. How good can you possibly be doing a day later?
Yeah, it's a dark place, and I think especially for a young player who has not gotten paid yet, and that's. For as much as you don't want to have that in the front of your mind, it's not. The first thing is that you're not going to be able to play this season. You have a surgery, and your first 2 or 3 days it's really tough, and that's where you lean on your teammates. And then, for me, it was more about you can feel sorry for yourself for a couple of days, and then it's attack. What's the plan? When are we having the surgery? What can we start doing? What are our parameters? When can I start doing leg raises and get my quad strength? And then you just start chipping away. So, Tucker, I think, he's obviously an incredible dude. He goes hard. He does everything the right way. He will attack this. He will be fine by next year. I would guess his goal is going to be able to play in the opener next year and to be able to start doing some practicing in the middle of August so that he can be ready to go. That would be, I think, the thought process, but there is no doubt, and there's going to be days where he's by himself or he's with his family, and it's tough. And you continue to set small goals to kind of get to that next step so that you feel like you're accomplishing things, and then you try and stay as involved with the team as you can. Once you get through that post-surgery and you can start kind of getting around without crutches, you can just put that big bulky brace on and get around and just be as much of a part of the team as you can. But there's no words, there's no text, there's nothing that's going to make you feel a lot better. The only thing that makes you feel better is that people care, and obviously people care a lot about Tucker.
So you did the first one in your third season, right? 2002. It was fairly early that season in New Orleans, if I remember correctly. The loneliness part that you mentioned, because we've talked about other guys overcoming ACLs, and everyone's different, but your expertise, unfortunately, you have that because it happened to you twice, it happened to Blue twice. I'm curious more about that loneliness factor, though. Like, because you're such a creature of the locker room, right? And you're there to play backgammon or to just be around the guys all the time. How do you, if you can't replace that, your mental health is part of this equation. Like you just
mental
said.
health is the biggest part of it.
Yeah.
You're going to accomplish the physical side unless there's more damage. The physical part of this is super easy relative to
the mental side.
The mental side is you have to continue to find different things to do. You're going to have more time on your hands, but you can still go play backgammon. You still travel with the team if you want, and you do as much stuff as they will let you do, and you want to be around the group because the last thing you want to do is isolate yourself, and because there's stuff that'll go through your head, especially let's say Musgrave starts playing great football. What do you think that conversation is going to be like? You just need to make sure you stay on it, have the physical stuff there as kind of a barometer to make sure that you're accomplishing what you do. And from Tucker's standpoint, you just feel like he's at that point. He's married. He is going to be just fine. I think mentally he'll go through some ups and downs, but everybody does. He'll come out of this. I think with Christian Watson, with how his played out and where he was at, look at how he has come back. there's a lot of guys there that you can lean on, and you have a great staff up there that will help guide you along. And I've always said Flea and Mark Lavatt, both guys that were huge on the mental side. And in my injuries, and I think in a lot of guys, and that's why you see when guys get into the Packer Hall of Fame, there's a lot of love for Doc McKenzie and for some of the folks, because these are those turning points in your career where it can go one of two ways, and you just hope that it goes the right way.
And unfortunately, there's lots of guys that have had to lean on them because everybody seems to suffer.
Oh, everybody gets hurt at some point.
A serious injury,
everybody gets hurt at some point. It's just a matter of where you're at timing wise, and the NFL has a 100% injury rate. You just hope that they're minor, and unfortunately, sometimes you have these big ones, and you have to overcome. But that's where you're set up for a great comeback story.
We're going to play some Did You Hear This? The Jesse Nelson Show featuring Barry Alvarez coming up after Tausch tells us about Jones Dairy.
Jones Dairy Farm, family owned and operated for 7 generations in Fort Atkinson, all the way back to 1889. Told you all about the orchetta that we had with the spinach, but it was that all-natural pork sausage. Oh, it's so good. They also have chicken and turkey. It's all made fresh. Philip wouldn't tell me on the videos. He wouldn't tell me the ingredients. That recipe is as clean as you can get. No fillers, nitrates, MSG, none of that. They also have naturally smoked ham, Canadian bacon, dry-aged bacon, Braunschweiger, and the fully cooked meatballs. Find all of Jones products in grocery stores across Wisconsin. You can check the websites. Product Finder at jonesdairyfarm.com. We got a fun little thing coming up here on Friday. Fun little deal. It's a little shoot for one of our next videos. A little competition with Old T and someone from the volleyball squad.
Oh.
I don't want to give away too much, but I'm going to tease. I'm going to kick her keister. Let me just put it to you that way. I got a plan. I'm going to execute the plan, and I'm going to win.
Is it competitive eating?
Maybe. I'm not going to tell you anything more. We'll wait till the video comes out. But I'm going to tell you this.
Oh, snap.
I'm winning.
Is this going to be like when you competed with Tucker Kraft?
He just said he's not going to tell you anything.
Yeah, well, okay.
What did I compete? Oh, you mean the cook-off?
Yeah, and you would end up being a tie. Like, we're not going to have a tie again, are we?
Well, they didn't tie.
I can't control.
He wanted the tiebreaker.
I can't control what judges do. I can't. I can only control what I do.
Tomorrow night is Yes Chef Night at the Fieldhouse. 4,500 fans that are first in the building get a chef hat honoring Kelly Sheffield. Is he going to be part of this?
Oh, that's clever.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's part of it.
I like the ace cards. That was enjoyable.
Yeah, they got a lot of good stuff they do there.
That was nice, yes. Did you hear this? The Barry Alvarez / Crapshoot edition next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and sponsored by American Family Insurance.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. From the first legal distillery in Texas, Tito's is 6 times distilled till it's just right, and naturally gluten-free, making it a high-quality spirit that mixes with just about anything, from the smoothest martinis to the best Bloody Marys. Tito's is known for giving back, teaming up with nonprofits to serve its communities and do good for dogs. Make your next cocktail with Tito's. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
Hey, it's your friend John McGivern. In a world full of chaos, I'm grateful for a health plan that has my back. Network Health is so reliable and trustworthy, they always put me and over 126,000 members first. It's just what they do and what they've always done for over 41 years. Call 833-7-NETWORK today. HMO and POS plans underwritten by Network Health Plan. Compensation has been provided for using this endorsement of Network Health.
And ESPN Radio Extra Point with Rich Eisen.
If I'm getting a call from Howie Roseman,
hang up!
I am not answering it.
Do not answer. Straight to voicemail.
Because the bottom line is, I'm just going to be wondering, what's he trying to pull on me?
How am I getting ripped off?
But he's the Obi-Wan Kenobi of NFL trades. These are not the draft choices you're looking for. These all the draft picks I'm going to give you, and you will say yes and give me this player. Jalen Phillips is a Philadelphia Eagle, and Brandon Graham is going to start getting into shape, and we'll get BG back in the mix as the OG. And this guy, Phillips, is one of the best at rushing the passer, and that's what they do in Philadelphia. Let's control the line of scrimmage, let's get you off the spot, and let's get our offense rolling through Saquon Barkley, and then A.J. Brown he's going nowhere, folks. He's going absolutely nowhere. And all this is a third-round draft choice. So next year, when the Dolphins are on the clock with their third-round draft choice, Howie Roseman will just be sitting back, maybe cackling because he's celebrating another championship.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, hims.com/joy.
Hi, I'm Brittany Miller from Big Frog Custom T-Shirts and more. Custom T-shirts, sweatshirts, jackets, hats, you name it, we can do it. Big Frog Custom T-Shirts and more is family owned and all about celebrating life's big moments. Maybe it's a milestone birthday, a celebration for your child's first goal, or that work fundraising event. We are everyone's printer. No minimum orders, affordable designs, and help straight from me and our team. We're the one-stop shop for all your custom needs. Start your project today at bigfrog.com/Mequon.
ESPN Wisconsin's Mark LaFleur here with an offer for a bath or shower remodel from Kohler Services. Family owned for 150 years, Kohler is your Wisconsin manufacturer providing care for life. And this month only, you can get $1,000 off your Lugstone shower remodel and 0 interest financing for 12 months. Visit KohlerServicesWI.com to request your free quote with fast professional installation always included. That's KohlerServicesWI.com.
You're listening to Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella at 855-PELLA-WI or visit online at PellaWI.com/radio.
Well, we heard earlier about the crapshoot and the $101 that Jesse left Hard Rock Casino Rockford with in his pocket.
Admittedly, I actually thought I only won $1 at first, and then I counted it up after dinner, and I was like, oh, that makes more sense. We were pretty good at that table. I was wondering where it all went. I won $101. Oh.
Tausch, before we play Did You Hear This, the Jesse Nelson Show edition, is craps a skill game or a luck game?
I think almost all gambling is some luck. I would say there is more skill in making sure you're putting the right odds behind your bet, knowing when to get in and get out, but
it's a crapshoot.
It's more luck.
Time now for Did You Hear This?
Consider it the radio version of a conversation at the water cooler. It's time for Did You Hear This on Wilde and Tausch.
So what we did last night at Hard Rock Casino, by the way, finally got the UU Noodle Bar.
As good as everybody.
Nice. It is as good as...
Did you boo there? Or no?
I did not boo at the UU Noodle Bar, no. Hang on, I'll do it.
Go boo in a bar. Never gets old.
Doesn't. A lot of good stuff from Barry Alvarez last night. We did a Q&A show. Since there was no game to react to, we took questions from fans. And there were a lot to get to. A lot of topics covered with the head coach and Tarek and Derek last night. So here are a couple of my favorites from last night. First up, why does Barry Alvarez have confidence in Luke Fickell and Chris McIntosh to turn the football program around at the University of Wisconsin? That was one of the questions that came in from a fan. Here's what the coach had to say.
You know what? They've both been around success. They know what success looks like. Luke was at Ohio State as a player, as an assistant coach. Mac was at Wisconsin as a two-time captain of Rose Bowl championship teams. They know what success looks like and what you have to do to get there. And you have to know that and have a vision of where you want to be before you can get there. So that gives me confidence.
So that's what the coach had to say. I saw we posted this on our ESPN Madison social media platforms last night, and there's already some backlash. Oh, what's this guy talking? He's so out of touch. Clearly this thing is in shambles. He was asked what gives you confidence that they're going to be able to. He wasn't asked to assess where the state of the. He was asked what gives you confidence in these guys.
Was he asked to assess the status, and what did he say about that?
We talked a little bit long. I mean, it's hard to summarize that answer in one statement. I'd say every week we're talking about the state of the program and the football team. So we spend 60 minutes or more doing that each week.
All right. I'll have to tune into that part. I haven't heard that.
Thanks.
What's so funny?
That we've spent, that's the entirety of what the show is assessing the state of the program and the football team and the people involved in leading it.
So what do you get so upset about? I just asked a question.
You're saying, I think you're implying that we don't really do that on our show, and that's not true
what
at
I was
all.
implying at all. Stop pouting. Go boo in a bar.
Go boo in a bar.
There's no doubt, obviously, these guys were hired, both Mac and Luke, because they've been successful. And the reason Mac went and took a big swing to go get Luke Fickell is because he's had a ton of success at Cincinnati. We're 3 years in, and I understand fans pushing back at you. I get it. You either trust in the process and believe what you're seeing is this team getting better. I think there's some positive things to take from I guess it's 2 Saturdays ago now. But I do think this next 4 weeks is really important. And I think as, I listened to some of the other clips that you sent over, I think Barry Alvarez, from the outside now, which is where he is also looking. And I think fans have every right to be upset about where and what this season has looked like. It has not been a good season. Period. Fin. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to say that. If you could start seeing some growth and some positive things that you can hang your hat on, that would go a long way, I think, in regaining some fan enthusiasm, because I don't know how enthusiastic Badger fans are right now, if we're just being honest about it.
Did you hear this?
Great insights, Jason.
He said all there's need to be said, I suppose.
Go boo in a bar.
Jason!
Next up from last night's
I'll take this one.
Barry Alvarez show. So, Tausch, you just talked about one of the other clips that Barry said. That clearly you've mentioned it multiple times, so I might as well play it. Here is what I asked him about.
It's hard to encapsulate 60 minutes. Of
no, I guess you can't. You can't give me a 1 minute, like a 1 sentence summary on what he said.
I'm curious how this is. How do you feel this is going so far?
Well, a lot.
Well, you have went viral. The show's been awesome.
Yeah,
it's been really good.
Good year.
It has been.
And I ask a simple question. You get insulted that I ask a question? It's not very hostly.
It seemed a little snarky.
It wasn't snarky at all. Go ahead. I'm not gonna go boo in a bar with you.
Go boo in a bar.
Here is what. So we talk a lot about Coach Alvarez, the football coach. We don't talk as much about his successful run as an athletic director. So this question was inspired by talking about basketball, but also just in general as the athletic director reviewing head coaches of sports at the University of Wisconsin. What does he look for, and when does he start to think as an athletic director it might be time to talk about moving on from someone? And here is what Barry had to say.
You always want to take a look whether there's improvement. It's not wins and losses. I always felt as a coach I could evaluate teams by their productivity and how they played. I was not a great basketball player, by any stretch of imagination. But I was a basketball player, and I played basketball in high school. I know basketball. I know sports. I know if a team's getting better, if they're getting worse, or they're staying the same. And so you always evaluate whether your team is improving. That's how you evaluate the coach.
Were you a point guard? Are you a shooting guard?
I don't want to.
He did not want to get into his basketball.
Who is that talking?
That was Derek with the follow-up.
Really good
Very
follow-up.
good question.
Good follow-up.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, Engler is a great swimmer, right? Did you know that?
No.
Yeah. Really good tennis player, too.
Yeah, he said you guys bonded. Well, you'll hear a little bit about that coming up later, I think. What'd you make of what Coach
Sounds
said
like
there?
they talked about a lot of things on the show last
We
night.
did 2
way
hours
too much
last
tea.
night.
You don't need as much tea in that. Okay, go ahead.
What did you
Oh, wait,
make of?
I was.
Yeah, Jason. What did you think of what the coach said?
Well, first, Derek was a swimmer, like a Michael Phelps level.
I don't think I'd
type
say
swimmer?
he's Phelpsian, but he was a swimmer. At least that's the rumor that I'd heard.
Okay.
Jesse can find that
We'll
out
fact check that on the next edition of the Jesse Nelson Show with Barry Alvarez, Derek Engler, and Tarek Saleh. I thought that was very interesting because if you think back to when there was the shift from Bo Ryan to guard, I think a lot of us thought that Barry would go find someone else to be his basketball coach. And to his point, he saw improvement. He saw that. And now, if you look at the way Greg Gard has navigated the new landscape of college sports, it would seem he has done a better job of that than other coaches have. So I like the fact that Barry actually, takes an approach and even when he maybe wanted to go one way, he gives it time and realizes, you know what, the best thing to do is to keep the coach that we already have in place.
Did you hear this?
Last one, talking about the offensive line. This was, I thought, some of the strongest commentary we've heard from Barry all season long on how the state of the offensive line has looked this year. We were talking about developing a program, and in college football, how can you develop a program the way that you maybe used to with players coming in for multiple years?
You should never be short of linemen at Wisconsin. That's what our state is built. Look around the state. That's what I built our whole program on. It bows me up when you're talking about lack of linemen. We should have more linemen that we can know what to do with.
Mm-hmm.
That's a problem.
Oh,
that's a problem if that's a fact.
I got a note from one of our favorite coaches, which gave me some homework to do. Coach Mack, our former DeForest coach, telling me to look at the in-state kids who went elsewhere in the last 4 recruiting classes, and particularly offensive linemen. I have not had time in my schedule to do that, but to Barry's point, he did build this program on the backs of offensive linemen, whether they were walk-on guys who developed into great players or guys that were highly rated in-state offensive line recruits. And I don't know. I look at their offensive line, and I think that's not what I come to expect from the Cardinal and White.
That concludes this edition of Did You Hear
Good
This?
Good little
Barry
segment there.
Alvarez edition. Thanks, Tausch.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. You can catch the full edition of the Barry Alvarez Show on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
Wait, you teased something else, and then we didn't do it.
Did you do any content creation in the car ride?
What do you mean by that?
Did you video any of the car ride? Like, hey, it's Coach. We're heading down to the Alvarez Show.
No.
We're driving down I-90, headed to Rockford.
I've determined the car is a place of sanctuary.
Oh, it's a locker room, if you will.
Yeah. When we have driven to any places,
snapping towels.
Jason and I now have multiple where we've shared a car ride places. Nothing from those car rides ever reaches the airwaves, except for when you bring it. And so I think the car ride is a place of sanctuary.
And a place that was recently vacuumed.
Yep. Mm-hmm. We did the ride back. We got to listen to the fourth quarter of the Monday Night Football game. So he was he was hoping Jake and the Cowboys would make a big comeback last night. That did not end up being the case. So
Narrator.
That
did not happen.
Yeah.
What's going to happen now? Trivia. Jesse, today is Tuesday. Does that mean it's Badgers Trivia Tuesday?
It does. Badgers Trivia Tuesday today.
Is there a wrinkle in this of any sort?
There might be a special surprise with one of the questions. And
Barry Alvarez pre-recorded reading it?
No.
From the car?
That did not
From
happen.
the sanctuary?
It did not happen. No.
All right, caller 15 right now, 844-770-3776, 844-770-3776. Caller number 15 plays trivia. I will tell you about Associated Bank. We've been doing some really fun stuff on game days with our 3 things to watch on our social channels with Associated Bank. We've also got an event coming up in Green Bay in a couple of weeks with Associated Bank. But most importantly, the best customer service in the industry with the awards to prove it. Go to AssociatedBank.com to find out more about early pay, about credit monitoring, about fraud protection, and about Brewers, Badgers, and Packers checking. Everything you could want in a bank and more. Go to AssociatedBank.com to find out more. Trivia's next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
Wilde and Tausch continues next on 94.5 ESPN, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and sponsored by American Family Insurance. Kyle Bruston Nortman.
Transformers, Megan Fox.
No, I would say Megan Fox, are all good, but 7:45, I'm starting to go. You got to transform your ass up out of here.
KBN.
I'm just trying to figure out what in the hell is our football coach doing? Where's the leader of this football team at? This is the first time that Matt LaFleur has been the coach. Can legitimately justify the questioning of his longevity of the football coach of this football team.
Kyle Bruston Nortman. Afternoons from 2 to 5 on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Hey, it's Gary Ellison for Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center. Looking to escape the cold or take a midday break? Get your game on at Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center, where it's always golf season. Play more than 2,000 courses, including over 50 right here in Wisconsin. And even that famous course where they hand out green jackets. Top tech simulators, great food, and the best Bloody Marys around. This is your year-round slice of summer. Bays start at just $35 an hour, Monday through Friday. Book your bay today at WisconsinIndoorGolfCenter.com.
UW Credit Union presents the Student Athlete of the Week, supporting local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. UW Credit Union is here for every you. Learn more at uwcu.org.
With your UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week, I'm Will Summers. This week's UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week honors go to Homestead Junior quarterback Lee Zortman, who led the Highlanders to a thrilling 27-20 win over West Bend West to clinch the North Shore Conference title. Zortman rushed 13 times for 139 yards and 2 touchdowns, including a 54-yard sprint to the end zone early in the first quarter, but his biggest moment came late, engineering a 10-play, 54-yard drive and finishing it himself with a 1-yard game-winning score with just a minute and 38 seconds remaining. With the win, Homestead maintained a perfect 9-0 overall record and a 7-0 conference record. Congratulations to this week's UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week, Homestead High School's Lee Zortman. Looking to heat up a career in HVAC? Dick & Trauff Heating and Cooling in Milwaukee is now hiring HVAC installers and service technicians. Family owned and operated, Dick & Trauff offers competitive wages, a 401k match, health insurance benefits, and a winning, positive team culture that sets them apart. This is more than a job. It's a chance to grow with a company that truly values its people. Apply now to become their newest team member at dickandtrauff.com. Dick & Trauff Heating and Cooling. Come see the difference. Apply at dickandtrauff.com.
Every great team starts with a strong defense, and the same's true in business. That's why companies trust Trend Micro for cybersecurity. From ransomware to phishing to the most advanced cyber threats, they help protect your network, your data, and your people. With over 35 years of expertise, Trend Micro has built a defensive playbook trusted by enterprises worldwide. Your business works too hard to get blindsided. Go to trendmicro.com and see how enterprise security is done right. That's trendmicro.com.
When it comes to joint replacement, you want the best care available. The Orthopedic Surgery Center in Pewaukee is a leader in joint replacement, offering same-day surgery with advanced technology. Their team of experts specializes in knee, hip, and shoulder replacements, using the latest techniques to minimize pain and recovery time. The team at Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin can get you back to what matters, living pain-free. Total joint replacement. There is a difference. Visit orthowisconsin.com.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
This is Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Sponsored by American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
It's the moment we've all been waiting for. Time now for trivia.
All right, back there.
Wilde and Tausch Trivia is presented by Cousin Subs. Cousin Subs $10 meal deal gives you a 7.5-inch sub, bag of chips or regular fries, fountain drink, and a cookie. All for just $10. This deal is only available online or through the Cousins app.
Oh, we fixed it. We got the rest of Big Voice Guy there. Nice work. Everything.
I'm starting to think that Jesse might need an assistant. We're putting a lot on old Joe.
He was gesticulating a lot back there. What were you doing?
Well, we had
what?
Technical issue?
Had some things I was working
like
on.
What?
Getting the Cousins guy ready, taking our trivia call, getting the video
You need me to
stream
come back
ready.
there and join you.
No.
And hit those
No, I
buttons.
do not.
I'm here today.
I think
You
we
can
should.
go back there during trivia.
No.
That might be.
No, that's
Not
fine.
trivia,
but
That's
yeah,
a great idea. You know what? And by the way, if you don't want him back there, I don't think protesting to that level is going to help your cause. I think you're going to only make it more.
You know, there's nobody better hitting
go. You don't
hotkeys
wanna
than
go.
me.
You know you want to go.
I do, but I'm not going to. Jesse's he's nervous about it.
No, hotkey Tausch?
I might find
People
maybe
would
during
really enjoy
Whoa
that.
Nelly. I think Whoa Nelly where I can really
Well,
get
but
into
then
him.
there's only one mic there. If you do
No,
it during
we
trivia,
can-
you don't
we can
usually
flop
talk
it around.
anyway.
Yeah, we flop it around.
We'll
back
flop
there
it
when
around.
we share the
There's
studio.
a lot of mic
Yeah.
flopping. All right, let's welcome in our contestants. Calling from a bigger truck than Mark in a truck's truck.
Oh, truck envy. Okay.
It is Dwayne. Dwayne in a truck that's bigger than a truck that Mark in a truck might truck. Dwayne, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, gentlemen. Doing good.
Can you give us the horn?
Yeah, you ain't gonna hear it.
Must be one of those silent horns. Silent but deadly. All right, here we go. Badgers Trivia Tuesday. Question number 1 is this. By record, which Wisconsin Badgers team is off to its best start to a season since the year 1981? Football, not one of the choices. Is it?
Men's hockey.
Look at him. Great start. Old Coach Hastings and the crew, they're rolling right now.
10th ranked. They get number 2 Michigan this weekend.
Is that at
on the
home?
road? No, it's on the road.
Oh.
Big road test.
Okay. All right.
Tough to beat Big Ten hockey.
All right, here we go. Wisconsin and Washington have played 4 football games all time, 3 times in the regular season, and once in which bowl game? Is it the Garden State Bowl, the Alamo Bowl, or the Rose Bowl?
Rose Bowl.
Is that 63?
1960, according to the database.
63 was USC, maybe?
Fight on.
All right. Dwayne. Opportunity to go 3 for 3 here. Surprise! It's a Wisconsin football, Wisconsin geography question. At which Wisconsin school did freshman linebacker Cooper Catalano, who started at Oregon, Not started as in like transferred from Oregon.
Started for the
game,
Badgers at
played
Oregon.
at Oregon,
Yeah.
just to clarify.
Yeah.
Where did Cooper Catalano play his high school football? Is it La Crosse Central, Green Bay, Notre Dame, or Germantown?
Yeah, this is a guess. We'll go with Germantown.
Ja, das ist korrekt.
Sehr gut, mein Freund. Germantown it is. And you, sir, are 3 for 3, so I don't know about truck sizes. But the size of the number of chips that will be in the bowl for you come Friday is the maximum, and that is 4. Well done, Dwayne. Good job.
Thank you. Love you guys. Awesome show.
All right, love you guys.
Dwayne.
Big truck.
Tough to beat him.
Now, is Mark going to look at this and say, I need to get a bigger truck, or is he going to be content with his truck?
Truck envy, as you put it.
How do we know that Dwayne knows that his truck is bigger?
It's just a claim.
Do you want Dwayne to send, obviously no license plates, do we want Dwayne to send a picture of his big boy truck? And then Mark can take a look at it and say, well, yeah, that truck is bigger than my truck.
We can compare truck sizes, sure.
If you want.
We could do it on the stream.
Dwayne, I want you to be smart. Next time you make a pit stop, snap a photo. Let's take a look.
Mark will say, you show me yours, I'll show you mine, and we can each exchange some pictures of truck sizes. Yeah.
Can't wait.
Would you ride in the back of a semi? Is that legal?
No.
Well, John Candy did it in Planes, Trains, and
Like in the
Automobiles.
storage area?
Yeah.
I don't think that's a documentary.
But he did it.
I would. I'd like to see what it's like.
The thing you get nervous about is, especially if you got a real crazy driver, you're going to get thrown around back there.
Yeah,
but just think of how fun it would be. Like you get in those nice Sprinter vans now. You can play cards, sheep's, euchre, poker, whatever it is.
Never been in one of those.
You just go in the back of a rig.
Love a good rig.
Put a sauna in there. You could have a full-on
Spacious,
deal. Yeah. If you're not shipping anything, you got all that room. That'd be fun. I'd be up for something like that if it's legal. I'm guessing it's probably not. Right?
I'll look into that during the break. We'll kick off the 11 o'clock hour with Tausch in the back of a 18-wheeler.
100%.
I got my computer right in front of me.
But you're
of course
probably
I'm going to
lying.
look it up.
Probably lying.
All right. Now, if you're trying
you
to...
hit that ball over in the Lion's Den. What the hell are you talking about? Now, if you find your ball over there, you're lying. Love that line from a cat. One of the caddies I loved down at Black Wolf. When he said that, I thought, there's lion. I was like, is there mountain lions floating through Calder now? And he's like, no, you find that, you're hit over by the lions. Oh, you find your ball over there, you're lying.
It's pretty good.
It's a great line.
Yeah.
And you're not lying. The 11 o'clock hour of Wilde and Tausch will eventually start, hopefully. Stick around.
Don't go anywhere. Another hour of Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, is coming up next on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Without an Advent clinic nearby, people suffering needlessly from chronic nasal congestion and sinus infections would be stuck with either Band-Aid or Sledgehammer solutions. Band-Aids are pills or nasal sprays, and they're not true solutions. Surgery is a sledgehammer, and that's what we're trying to avoid. Because most people don't need surgery for nose and sinus issues, nor do they want a 14-day recovery. Our unique Advent approach can, in 20 minutes in our office, open your blocked nose for good, with only 1-day recovery. I'm Advent founder Dr. Kandula. Outside of Advent's 4 walls, invasive surgery is what they'll recommend. But here, you will find effective and convenient in-office solutions to help you stop the need for Band-Aids and avoid the sledgehammer.
Go to adventknows.com to schedule your appointment, because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better. Most insurance accepted.
Make the best seat in the house yours. Carbless delivers the handcrafted cocktail experience right to your living room. Bold flavor, no carbs, no sugar, just 100 calories, and all the taste with none of the extra baggage. From kickoff to the final play, Carbless is your game day go-to. Hosting friends, watching with family, or celebrating every big drive, Carbless keeps the good times pouring. So when the game's on the line, make the winning call. Skip the mixing, grab the bliss, and make every seat the best seat in the house. Find Carbless near you at drinkcarbless.com.
Crisp air, cozy sweaters, and a home that's actually ready for fall. Exterior Pros and Baths is giving $3,000 off roofing, siding, windows, or bath remodels this month. Don't let your home be the only thing falling apart this season. Visit extpros.com or call 262-800-4274. That's extpros.com or call 262-800-4274. Exterior Pros and Baths, because your house deserves a little sweater weather too.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen. You're listening to 94.5 ESPN WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
You can ride in the sleeper berth of an 18-wheeler. And technically, at least in some states, you can ride in a trailer. If there is a way to exit. But is it safe?
Probably not.
Absolutely not. Extremely dangerous.
Yeah, I could see that. You know, you get that ice road trucking.
Because of the lack of seats, restraints, safety features.
A lot of jackknifing, especially with greasy roads.
According to truckersreport.com, which is where I go for all my trucking information.
Yeah. Like they said, like in Seinfeld, there's nothing sexier than a woman behind a rig of an 18-wheeler. I don't know if you remember that with her.
What's this new addition in the studio here that's in front of us?
I didn't know there was a TV in here either down at the lower level.
Well, there is, yeah, but that's not
new?
That's not new. That's been there since day one, and we've never turned it on. We don't know what it does.
So why is it there?
Not sure.
So
can I, if I may, and I could wait till tomorrow with this, but trick-or-treating happened Friday, right? Jesse, I don't know how your trick-or-treating went.
He was the hit of the neighborhood, remember?
I wasn't there, but reports
you didn't
were
get as many kids.
Pretty low turnout this year, yeah.
Why is there no $100,000s anymore? Is that company gone out of business? Do they not make $100,000s? Nobody gives out $100,000.
No, our girls got a few of them.
Yeah,
we had $100,000 in the whole bucket, and that's Sarah and I both. That's our deal. That we both like it. No, I mean, one. She comes back with a satchel full of candy.
Satchel.
And there's one blanking $100,000 in the whole blanking joint.
Oh my goodness. They now make $100,000 ice cream bars? Does that interest you at all?
Oh, that would be good.
Oh, my gosh.
Might have to swing by and pick up a few of those at Sendix the next time I'm there.
Is it just more, like, are they more expensive, or do people not? Because
I don't think so. Because
it should be the go-to for everybody.
Yeah, our marriage functions similarly in that department. That is both Paula's favorite and my favorite as well. And we bought those last year for Halloween, and then we voted not to give them out, and we gave out other stuff and kept them because that's how popular they are. But they are still available. I can buy them right now online, in fact.
I would bet, and I only have a small sample size, but even looking around, because what these kids do now, they'll throw all their candy down, they'll do some horse trading, right? Oh,
sure.
I'll give you this for this. Oh, nobody wants Almond Joy.
That's what I've heard.
There were not many $100,000. And I wonder why.
Are you?
Because who doesn't love $100,000? Like, if you're asking, you can only have one candy bar out of this whole
caramel
deal.
And crisped rice.
Like you get the crunch. It's just a great candy bar. Snickers is fine. Milky Way is fine. And I'm all about, now that I'm a Food Network guy, texture. Gotta have texture. Twix gives you a little texture.
Yeah.
Twix still gets thrown in there. There's all kinds of Twixes and Snickers and Milky Ways.
Oh, my.
I don't see Three Musketeers. I think that's just a fact. I don't think it's a popular deal. If you're telling me $100,000 is dropped in the popularity, I'll tell you you're nuts. It's the best, Jerry, the best. And there was nothing.
So as I do a little research, much like I did on riding
there might be
in the
a
back
shortage
of the
on
truck.
crisps.
I don't think that's it.
I think there might be a conspiracy theory in play here that maybe your kids also like 100 Grands the best, and they're hiding them from you.
No, because Eleanor's pretty straight. She's a straight shooter. Now, Max might play coy with me and hide some stuff. Now, Eleanor's going to shoot straight.
So what I have discovered as I have done my research, if you're interested, because I don't know how Sarah does this, but Paula and I, you buy the variety pack bags, right, at the store for trick-or-treat to give out.
Yep.
It's not in any of those. The only one that I found is the one that has Butterfinger, Nestle Crunch.
What is in the variety pack?
Is
that what you're doing? I'll go boo in a bar.
So there's one that has the York Peppermint Patty, a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, the Almond Joy, and the Kit Kat.
Okay.
So what I'm saying...
Get rid of those. Put 100 grand in there. Let's go. That's a Costco deal, I'm guessing. Right?
No, they're at a variety of various retailers. I've come across one so far. Kit Kat appears to be in just about every variety pack bag.
Everybody likes a Kit Kat, yeah.
Kit Kat's fine in this variety pack. We don't need York peppermint patties in a gift pack.
Okay, again, I think these are different candy manufacturers. And so the one that I am looking at that has the 100 grand is Butterfinger, Crunch Bar, 100 grand, and Baby Ruth.
And that's Nestle brand.
Yes,
yeah.
And so I am telling you that I think that people are buying these Kit Kat ones that are just littered with Kit Kats. We went to the girls' golf banquet last night, and the golf coach, who's an awesome guy, had candy he had prizes for it was phenomenal. Like, he is not only is he a really, really good coach, he's a really good dude. Coach
help
Penza.
you break 200?
He could. There's no way I would have trouble if I got 3 lessons from him. But I'd rather him spend his quality time with the girls and making them better. But
You're so selfless.
There were no.
Don't get mad. Why are you banging the drum like you're at a Packers game? Jeez.
When you're feeling mad and you want to roar, take a deep breath and count to 4. My point is that I don't think Baby Ruth, Butterfinger, and Crunch are popular enough that if you want to buy these variety packs and 100 grand is only in these variety packs with these 3, I'm not buying that one. There's one that's got like malted milk balls and all. I'm telling you that 100 grand is suffering by the candy bars around it in the variety pack.
So,
because it's the best one by far of those
100 grand
4.
is the Joe Burrow of the NFL.
No.
Okay, so what is it then? What is 100 grand in an NFL
no, because
term?
Joe Burrow's got 2 great wide receivers.
Yeah, that's the opposite of what we're trying to say.
I mean, no, there's a Nestle Crunch is a fine candy bar. I'm fine with that.
It's basically a 100 grand without the caramel.
It's really
the caramel's kind of critical.
It's really more like
This is what I'm saying.
It's kind of more like Mahomes, honestly. Like Mahomes is
surrounded by a bunch of mediocrity.
Yeah, it's surrounded by things that are okay.
Travis Kelce's mediocre. Chris Jones is mediocre. Andy Reid's mediocre. Get out of here.
No, the offensive. Come on,
like the skill position.
He was winning
Rasheed
with
Rice.
Kelsey's past his prime.
Okay.
The
Tell
point
Taylor
is,
Swift
kind of like the Baby Ruth.
Mahomes is the best, and you can change out the pieces around it, and Mahomes is still going to be great, but can he carry a team all the way to the title better than the Hershey
you know what this
bucket
reminds
that the
me
Eagles
of?
have?
This reminds me of all of these new streaming services. Like, you can bundle stuff, and you can really like it, or you can sit here and say, who's the stand? Netflix is the 100 grand of candy.
Yeah.
Like, they don't bundle with anybody. It's like, you're going to get this, you got to get it on your own. It sounds to me like if you want 100 grand, you ain't going to get a variety pack. You're going straight to the source.
Of all of it, right.
Whereas all these other ones, you got Hulu and Disney and all this. It's a big old bundle, and you pick and choose what's in there. But if you want Netflix, you got to go get it. That's the 100 grand of streaming services.
Yes.
Fair?
You nailed it now.
That'll work.
And thank you for allowing me to finish my research because I basically walked you right into that analogy and you nailed it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate you.
Tell
buddy.
me more about Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Why don't you go pound your hand like what's it, Thomas the Hammer, pounding down. And I'm pounding.
the Hammer.
I'm pounding down. If you're looking for windows and doors, there's only one place to go, and that's Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. And when it comes to your home, the smart play, trust Gina Della and her team at Pella. This month, score a whole house of new energy-efficient Pella windows for as low as $297 a month, 0 interest for up to 72 months. That is like a drive you can sustain for years, keeping your home comfortable thanks to the incredible defense played by Pella Windows, stopping all of those drafts. Don't wait. Schedule your free consultation today at PellaWI.com.
What's Thomas the Hammer?
I don't know.
Who is the angry dude? LeBron used to always talk about him. He gets mad, and he's like wears a yellow shirt, and he's pounding on the thing. I think his name's Thomas the Hammer.
Thomas the Hammer, LeBron James. Search that. I'll do that after I get more information on riding in the back of an 18-wheeler. It's Wilde and Tausch.
Wilde and Tausch is presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella at 855-PELLA-WI or visit online at PellaWI.com/radio. Whether it's live or in podcast form, you've heard us on air with all of our shenanigans.
Gabe, I'm throwing some. Why are you throwing? I don't want.
Now see your favorite 94.5 ESPN shows streaming on video.
Made by me, by the way. I hit that microphone like 4 out of 6 times on that.
Subscribe to ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube and get notified when we hit the air live. Plus, you can watch back any second that you miss and see original digital content too. Watch, listen, interact. ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Ready to watch the Packers like a VIP? Cousins Subs put you in the center of it all. On the 50-yard line in plush recliner seats, complete with personal TVs and your favorites delivered from Cousins Subs. 2 pairs of fans are selected before each regular season home game to enjoy this one-of-a-kind experience. Enter daily to win the best seats in the house. Only from Cousins Subs. Cousins Subs. We believe in better. See rules and eligibility for details.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 5 and 20%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. Visit amfam.com to learn more. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
We love the Packers. We bleed green and gold. And every time our team takes the field, well, it's pure football bliss. If only there was a way to experience that blissful winning feeling every day. At Associated Bank, we've got you. With 10% off Lambeau concessions and 15% off Pro Shop merch. All when you get Packers checking from Associated Bank. It's how Packers fans keep winning on game day and every day. Associated Bank. Bank of the Packers. Learn more at associatedbank.com/Packers. Member FDIC.
Time out on the field. Let's bring in Gina Della from Pella. What's the winning game plan this month?
Wayne, a whole house of new windows for as low as $297 a month with 0% interest for up to 6 years.
Wow, that's a drive you can sustain for years. No penalties, no extra interest.
And unlike opponents, Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin actually stops the drafts.
Don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Make your move today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 11/30/2025.
You know what goes great with the delicious taste of victory? The superior taste of a Michelob Ultra. Just 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. Join me, Will Summers, in the ESPN Milwaukee Street Team this Friday at Bullwinkle's in Brookfield as the Bucks take on Chicago at 7 p.m. We'll have prizes, ice cold Michelob Ultra, and a chance for you to win a pair of Ultra Club Bucks Suite tickets for a game later this season. Michelob Ultra, the official beer sponsor of your Milwaukee Bucks. Also enjoy Michelob Ultra at 3rd Street Market Hall in downtown Milwaukee, Club Paragon in Greenfield, and Deer Camp in Milwaukee.
In football, what does every great team start with?
A strong defense. Same's true in business.
Defense against what?
Cyber threats. That's why companies use Trend Micro.
What do they actually protect?
Your network, your data, your people, from ransomware, phishing, and more.
So it's not just antivirus?
Not at all. Trend Micro has a full defensive playbook trusted worldwide for over 35 years.
Sounds like the kind of defense every business needs.
Exactly. Don't get blindsided. Go to trendmicro.com and see how enterprise security is done right.
Now's the time to plan your total experience getaway to the Island Resort and Casino. With over 450 hotel rooms and a luxurious spa, relax in style before diving into non-stop casino action. Watch your favorite teams on the big screens and enjoy great food and drinks at T. McSee Sports Bar, or savor top-tier dining at Horizon Steakhouse. Then amp up your night with live music and comedy. Head to where the big game, big wins, and big fun come together. The Island Resort and Casino.
You're listening to Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin and sponsored by American Family Insurance.
So I always enjoy when you do that. Like, you obviously wanted to get the candy conversation in before we were too far removed from Halloween. So you kind of jammed it in there. And so now in the YouTube
obviously
comments,
I couldn't do it yesterday. It was
right.
big,
I
tough
understand.
loss.
I agree.
Balls.
No, I agree with your timing. I agree with your topic. I just get a kick out of, there's some folks in here, it must be a slow content day.
No, it's not at all.
But obviously you're new here, that you don't understand that that's how this show works. Secondly, though, of course, now you've touched off in both
slow content day. Who said that?
Wyoming Sam.
Wyoming Sam, come on now, hang with us. Not everything needs to be. Oh, the Packers stink.
trade
Like,
deadline.
we're going through the process. There's, we're still in. I don't know when. It's Tuesday. Bargaining, like, oh well, they didn't play good because Tucker got hurt. All
Anger,
this, and we'll
next.
accept it and just wolf down a candy bar and chillax for a second.
Go boo in a bar.
Yeah, you can boo in a bar.
But aside from Sam, you've touched off in both the Madison and Milwaukee YouTube chats, which you can't join
Yeah, I'm
because you
still
haven't
irritated
figured
about that. I'll figure it out someday.
Yeah. Just like you'll post your own poll on Twitter someday. A debate about candy.
Okay.
And Gériard, our French correspondent and unpaid staffer at 565 Analytics, rough week for the Steinhoffel Sleepers of the Week. You
Yeah,
won
no one
with
should have had a
Emmanuel
victory
Wilson.
this
Well,
week.
at some point, somebody has to win.
It certainly was not Jesse. But is this a controversial take from Gériard? Butterfingers have to go. Trash candy bar.
I like Butterfingers.
You know what? Butterfingers on the surface are good, but the residue that it leaves in your teeth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm with
But
you.
you know what's funny about that? I love dots. And dots leave more residue than
Yeah,
Butterfinger.
I don't like dots because they're so sticky.
Yeah, it's a sticky.
Yeah, I don't like those.
Yep.
I was able
I didn't
to
see many
skip through a lot
dots
of
getting handed
segments
around
today.
this weekend either. A lot of licorice. Twizzler must be firing in these grab bags because there's a lot of licorice in these things.
Get a little Twizzlers and 100 Grands in the same variety pack. Now you're talking.
Are they needed? So really, what you're advocating for is not necessarily like rebranding the 100 Grand. You want to have the 100 Grand form a super team in a bag with other great candies, and then you could buy like multiples of those and leave the others behind.
I just don't think there's a finer candy bar than 100 Grand. To take that for where you want to take it. I think it's a fine candy bar.
I'm going to take it to a segue into a different conversation. And Jesse has this on the sheet. I have not read Rob Domofsky's latest work in the power rankings, which I noticed you didn't even bother to try and get those in today on the rundown.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, we just skipped over it?
Yeah.
For candy?
We did candy power rankings, kind of, so that's good, too.
We did.
Yeah.
In the power rankings, Rob Domofsky chooses the most important remaining game on the Packers' schedule.
That's about as easy as pie.
I'm going to say it's the Thanksgiving game against the Detroit Lions. Is that as easy as you agree, or are you going to say Monday night against the Eagles? Or
no, it's the Detroit game.
Jesse, is that what he selected?
Rob's trying too hard.
We're questioning Rob's.
Nah, he's trying too hard.
Knowledge.
Most important remaining game, Week 12, Sunday, November 23rd, hosting the Minnesota Vikings.
I'll be at that game.
I'm eager to hear his explanation.
I'll be at that game, too.
Are you?
Yeah.
I think we should probably talk offline. I think we should do a show up there on Monday.
Rob Domofsky writes in, and we quote, "We could have picked any of the remaining NFC North games because the Packers still have 5 of them left in a hotly contested division. The Vikings game marks the beginning of 3 straight divisional games, so let's go with that one. The Packers have won their only NFC North matchup so far, beating the Lions way back in Week 1. Last season, Green Bay went just 1-5 in the division. Right now, the Pack are clinging to a half-game lead in the standings." ESPN bold Packers reporter Rob Domofsky.
I don't. Did he just avoid the low-hanging fruit like Tausch does?
He maybe did.
Is that what he did there?
Or maybe he saw what happened on Sunday and he thinks that Minnesota's more of a threat than Detroit. I still don't. I still think it's Detroit and Green Bay until proven otherwise. But every divisional game is going to be important. And obviously, you need to win your home games and you need to win your home divisional games. And Green Bay's only had one and they've done their job so far. But every game moving forward is important, as Rob mentioned. But I think if you're not going to take the Detroit game, I would pick this Monday night. Because if this team wants to get, and my theory is correct, on somebody winning that 1 seed and finding a way to get it done, you're going to have to, that tiebreaker is going to be huge. Going to be huge. And obviously, Green Bay, Philly, you're at home. You lose that game, you really lose a game and a half to them. And that's a lot to overcome, especially when their division is El Stinko and our division is El Tuffo. Like, they're going to have games against a Washington team that's basically donezo, a Giants team that is basically donezo that already beat them, and then a Cowboys team that is a you-know-what show.
They've actually already played the Giants twice.
Oh, they're done with the Giants.
They are donezo with the Giants this year.
They're donezo with the Dunzos. And they only got one against Washington. The Packers' remaining schedule, Matt LaFleur misspoke yesterday. We're 5-2-1. We've got 10 games to go.
So you think we're going to get beaten in the first round?
I think he thinks we're going to get out in the first round again.
They've got 9 regular season games to go. Home games against the Eagles, the Vikings, the Bears, and the Ravens.
Quoth nevermore.
When are they going to announce when that game is? When are they supposed to do that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Trying to make some holiday plans around here.
The last 3 games are fluid at the moment. Remaining road games at the New York Giants, at the Detroit Lions, at the Denver Broncos, at the Chicago Bears, and at the Minnesota Vikings.
I think if they go 3-2 in those roadies, I'll be happy.
The Bears game on December 20th, that's a Saturday game. Could be at 3:05 or 7:10. And then the final 2 games against the Ravens and the Vikings are TBD on the kickoff time.
You got to think that'll be a 7 o'clock now because the other game that day that they're debating between is Eagles and Commanders.
And Jaden Daniels' arm is pointing the wrong direction at the moment.
Yes, so I think that looked a lot better going into the season than it will when we get to the third to last week of the season. And the Bears are playing well.
They are. They've won 5 in a row, right? I believe so.
They lost to the Ravens last week. But
nevermore.
Yeah.
A lot of nevermores. How do you feel about those final 9 games? They're 5-2-1. If I said you have to go to Hard Rock Casino Rockford and play craps with Jesse Nelson and then put a wager on the Packers' final win total, looking at those 9 games and their current standing at 5-2-1, what are you putting them at?
I'd set the number at 10.5.
And you would take fewer, less, under?
The problem is,
I like 10-6-1 right now.
10-6-1 ain't going to get it done to win the division.
I don't think so. A lot of road games on that schedule.
This Carolina game could be one that we look back at the end of the season.
Inflection point in the season.
Yeah, Panther loss sucks. It's just a bad loss. Yeah. And Do I think they'll win the rest of their games at home? I think they should never lose a home game. You have a great team or a team that you think is a championship contender, you don't lose at home.
Starting with the Eagles on Monday night.
Old boy always said, win your home game, split on the road, get a bye, and go win a championship. That was old boy. That obviously isn't
Mike Sherman.
You name any of the coaches that coached at the Green Bay Packers, that's their theory. And it's a good theory. John Theory, R.I.P. So when you look at this, do I think they're going to beat Denver? I don't think they're going to beat Denver. I said that from the jump. I think Denver's that is going to be a sludge of sludge games. The Detroit Lions, who knows? All of these games, as we just saw on Sunday, they'd lose every one of these games. They could end up at 5-11-1. Don't think that's going to be the case. They could also end up at 13-3-1. I would think that you're going to find that sweet spot. 11-12 wins is what I would pick for Green Bay to finish with. And that might be good enough to win the division and get a 1 or a 2 seed. And we'd be happier than a clam.
By the way, I did see the ticket the other day. We did get the over-under at Hard Rock Casino Rockford back in May at 9.5. We took more than 9.5
Yeah, I feel
wins.
really good about that.
I'd be shocked if they didn't finish with at least
They
10
can't win 4 of these last 9. They don't deserve anything, and we don't deserve nothing from the Hard Rock Casino Rockford. Nothing.
Yeah, and they got what they deserved on Sunday with the way they played as well. Did you get what you deserved with Prize Picks? Was
you
it
always
good to
get
be
what
right?
you deserve with Prize Picks. It's fun. It's the best way to cash in on if you want NBA, if you want the NFL, or you want both. Prize Picks makes every game more exciting. Been playing Prize Picks for a while. It is fun. Had a good Sunday. Jordan Moore, little guy, quarterback for the Panthers.
Bryce Young.
Boy, he is is he not small,
little man.
though? Like, he is. You look at him, and I wasn't there in person.
He's not a big guy.
It doesn't. Kudos to him, though. He's first overall pick. Kudos to him. Kudos to you for playing Prize Picks. It's simple to play, more or less on at least 2 players. And if you're right, you can cash in. Plus, you can follow other players, copy their lineups in one click in the new Feed tab. You also have injury reboots. If your player leaves in the first half and doesn't return, won't count as a loss. Deposits are fast and easy with Venmo, Apple Pay, MasterCard, and more. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use that code WI. You get $50 in lineups after that first $5 lineup. Again, that is code WI on the Prize Picks app. Prize Picks, it's good
to be right. Won't Ellie is next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and sponsored by American Family Insurance. Let's get the latest from Lambeau. This is your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Tri-City National Bank. Tri-City National Bank offers a full suite of personal and business banking products at more than 25 convenient locations. Open your account today at the community bank that's Milwaukee's best bank. Learn more at tcnb.com.
Well, if a 16-13 loss to the Carolina Panthers on your home field as 2 touchdown favorites isn't bad enough, things just got worse for Green Bay. After a historic start to his season, tight end Tucker Kraft's year is over. With MRIs confirming Monday, he suffered a torn ACL in Sunday's loss to Carolina. Head coach Matt LaFleur.
It's unfortunate because more than anything, I know how much Tuck puts into this, and he's a big part of our team, a great leader. You know, it's hard to replace that.
The Packers will roll with tight ends Luke Musgrave and John Fitzpatrick for the foreseeable future.
This has been your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Tri-City National Bank, your hometown bank.
Concerned about fraud? Tri-City's got your back. Use debit card alerts. Help stop a card hack. You'll get notified when your card's being used so you can prevent your account from abuse. Tri-City National Bank, member FDIC.
Sundays are for football and carbless. Born in Wisconsin, carbless handcrafted premium cocktails are packed with flavor, not sugar. 0 carbs, 0 sugar, just 100 calories, and gluten-free. Whether you're tailgating in Green Bay or calling the plays from your couch, Carbless is the cocktail that's always game day ready. Crisp, clean, and crafted to win. This season, drink like a champion. Drink Carbless, a proud partner of the Green Bay Packers.
My husband's an animal in bed.
Well, you know.
Not in the fun way. Think warthog. With a chainsaw.
Snoring and sleep apnea affect over 90 million people, and 1 out of 4 couples sleep in separate rooms. Advent can help. We've been Milwaukee's one-stop solution for nasal congestion, snoring, and sleep apnea for over 20 years. Unlike many other practices, we focus exclusively on these conditions, so you get comprehensive care under one roof. Advent's unique approach can help you breathe and sleep better, and many avoid a CPAP. Plus, most insurance is accepted for our effective 20-minute in-office treatments.
Hey, the only animal you want in your bed is your dog.
Advent. Sleep better. Sleep together. Learn how you can improve your life at adventknows.com.
With your Saganiac Planning Marquette recap, I'm Chris Larson. Marquette outscored Albany 50-32 in the second half and route to an 80-53 win at Fiserv Forum for their 10th straight season-opening win. Junior guard Zayd Lowry, one of 3 MU players to hit double figures in the game, finished with 13 points and 4 rebounds.
And Gold inside to Lowry. He'll stuff it in from the left. Great transition.
The Golden Eagles hit 27-39 from the foul line, including 4 players who were perfect on the night. Marquette wraps up a season-opening 2-game homestand Wednesday night when they host Southern University at Fiserv Forum.
For your fellow fanatics and your number 1 fans, for your game day compatriots and your personal cheerleaders, for all the reasons you smile, get covered with dental and vision insurance from Delta Dental of Wisconsin and Delta Vision. Support your overall health so you can be your best for those who matter to you most. Call Eric Pearson. Eric Pearson, Saganiac Planning, 262-783-6161. Saganiac Planning, a name synonymous with employee benefits and top-notch service.
Hey Tom, I want a new hoop for the kids. Any ideas?
Yeah, I got mine from Precision Sports over 10 years ago. They helped me choose the right hoop, installed it, and even painted my court lines.
Nice. How do I reach them?
Easy. PrecisionSportsOnline.com for a free quote.
You're listening to Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella at 855-PELLA-WI or visit online at PellaWI.com/radio.
Suddenly got very lonely in here as the big fella has departed. There you see his empty seat. That's because he's behind the glass. The great producer Jesse Nelson sharing their microphone, sharing the love.
I'm going to leave this on and it's going to be a disaster.
Time now.
It's not a touch screen.
It's not a touch screen. Whoa, Nelly, let's go.
Here, use that one.
What the?
My God.
Whoa, Nelly.
Oh, my God.
Can't hear anything.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa, Nelly.
You're going to get us kicked off Spotify again. There's still the Weeknd or somebody playing.
Click over there. See that little blue one on the left, the little arrow there?
Right there?
No, down.
This camera angle's amazing, by the way.
That one. Nope, don't click it there, though. Now click.
No, don't do that. Not that button.
The guys discuss.
Just the other morning I
You clicked it again?
Oh, my God.
All right, this isn't as fun as the last time. Last time I was pushing this, it was fine. This doesn't make any sense.
It's not a touch screen.
I can't hear anything.
Yeah, this isn't going very well, is it?
Why are you always trying to stir stuff up, Jason?
He can't, this is probably he quit.
This is what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
Was buttons like that. He just wants to hit go boo in a bar.
This didn't
Is he
work
coming
out, so.
back
He's
now?
coming back in there. Yeah.
If the topic is good, the guys discuss.
Just the other morning I had breakfast at Tracy Rocker's house. His mama brought out 15 flapjacks. He said, Mama, take back 5 of them flapjacks. I gotta stay hungry for the Crimson Tide.
But if it's not, the show must go on. It's time for
Whoa, Nelly!
On Wilde and Tausch.
Sorry to disappoint.
That sucks.
Now he's going to be irritated.
No, I'm irritated. Yeah. Come back there. I got all these fun hot buttons. Last time I'm pushing a button, it's Laugh City USA. Can't hear you. Just, you could say, Tausch, it's not going to work today. And I'd have been fine.
I didn't have the foresight to see that it wasn't going to work today.
I can't wait for Whoa Nelly.
Apologize.
Whoa Nelly! That's all we got time for on Whoa Nelly.
I'm all right with that.
Whoa Nelly!
Can I ask you about the Cardinals last night?
The St. Louis Cardinals?
No, the Arizona Cardinals.
Sun Prairie East Cardinals?
No, they have a very interesting quarterback dilemma going on.
How do we feel about really rich people complaining about subscriptions?
The New York Jets are trading Sauce Gardner to the Colts.
What?
Wow.
That's saucy.
Indeed it is.
They just signed him to a big fat deal, right? The Jets don't know what the hell they're doing.
2 first-round picks
from the Colts to the Jets.
Yeah.
Yeah, you draft a guy and you pay him, you believe that he's the guy, and then
you get a new coach and a new GM, and they don't like Sauce Gardner.
The Jets don't know what the hell they're doing. That's the reason they stink every year, and they haven't made the playoffs in 15 years. Colts are going all in, baby. That is an all-in move.
It is.
That's weird. That's what we gave up, in essence, for Micah.
Plus Kenny Clark.
Yeah. Yep.
So that's a blockbuster.
Saucy.
Is that
Packers giving up their 28 and 29 first-round picks, so they wouldn't pick in the first round until 2030. I don't see that.
Is there a chance that is the biggest trade deadline trade ever?
It's got to be up there. Let me look at some other trade deadline.
It's a big
trade. It has not been very busy. It's been busier, but they're never at this level.
Trent Richardson, I remember, was one back, I don't know how long ago that was, 12 years ago or so.
Yeah, and it was so an anomaly.
Yeah, but that's the one that always felt like that's what got the trade deadline actually moving in the NFL. It never did anything before that.
Whoa, Nelly! The Herschel Walker trade was a trade deadline deal, apparently.
It was?
That's what, according to Sports Illustrated.
Well, then, yeah, but
that wins.
Obviously, yeah. What should the Arizona Cardinals do with Jacoby Brissett and Kyler Murray? Because the team is better.
Jacoby Brissett.
They're better with Jacoby Brissett as the starting quarterback, as we saw when the Packers played them a couple of weeks ago. Kyler Murray is apparently back, and he was cleared to be part of some packages last night, but Jacoby Brissett led the team to the victory over the Cowboys. They're 3-5. They're not out of it in the NFC. What do you do?
When Kyler Murray is healthy, you play him. You're paying him top dollar. He's owed, I think, 37 or 38 more million in guarantees. Unless you think you're done with him, and then you put him up on blocks and call it, and you try to trade him. You're not going to be able to trade him. Jacoby Brissett is a nice fill-in, a perfect backup quarterback that can win you a few games. If you're looking to reboot and reset the complete thing and get a young quarterback and have a veteran lead the way, Jacoby Brissett's the perfect fit. But if you still have any hope and belief in Kyler Murray, you play him. And you see where he's at. I'm sensing if this continues, they're telling you everything you need to know.
I would play Jacoby Brissett. There's no two ways about it. They are better when he plays. I'd be curious what they're saying inside the building, because that is a difficult thing to do. Another trade has occurred. The Seahawks acquiring wide receiver Rashid Shaheed from the New Orleans Saints, who are clearly sellers. I wonder if this means that Alante Taylor, their corner, that's supposed to also be potentially available, will be available, and what the price tag will be for him. Because
what did they get for this guy?
It's not. That is not out there yet from Rap Sheet what the cost was. So there you go.
Receiver Jacoby Myers was going from the Raiders to the Jaguars. I don't know if we said that one yet or not.
I think we said it off the air.
Okay.
But not on the air.
So that's another. So
not everybody listens off the air all the time. That's what I've heard.
I believe we got into the candy discussion after we had that conversation.
You have the haves and the have-nots, and you have the teams that are dumping. This tells me there's a lot of teams. Jacksonville still thinks they're in the mix. It tells you this is why. I mean, this is wide open. That's why for every Packer fan that is all poopy and feeling sorry and feeling all sad, there's plenty of season left and there's plenty of opportunities. I do think if New Orleans is dumping, let's go grab this corner, because the fact that you just said Bo Melton might have to play 65 snaps, defensive back against the Detroit Lions or the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah, if they have another injury.
I like Bo Melton's a good kid, man. He plays hard, everything you want. I don't want to put him in that spot. That's not doing right by your player.
No.
At this point in his defensive backfield career.
Right, exactly. Whoa, Nelly. Whoa, Nelly. I think we're done here. What are you doing, hand signals back there?
That's how...
The universal hand signal for break.
This is break. Time to break.
Boy, that's pretty good stuff. Tell us about... No, there's nothing on here to tell us about.
Nothing more to tell us about.
This is really
You want to give another sweatshirt away? A little hoodie?
I don't
Can
think
we do? Hey, can we do 2 today or not?
Nobody's listening.
Out to lunch.
Go boo in a bar. We'll wrap things up next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This.
Wilde and Tausch continues next on 94.5 ESPN, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and sponsored by American Family Insurance.
The UW Credit Union member Mark Tauscher here. People ask me, old T, why did you join UW Credit Union? Well, is it to keep your banking local? Is it the member first service? Great perks like early payday? Absolutely. But honestly, between us, I mean, it's Bucky. I can't say no to that face. If you love Wisconsin like I do, you just can't pay with anything else. Fandom makes us do crazy things, but this just makes sense. Become a UW Credit Union member and get your Bucky card like me. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions apply.
It's Jason Wilde from Wilde and Tausch. Upgrade your industrial supply services with Lakeland Supply, your trusted ISO certified partner for custom packaging, shipping supplies, janitorial, and safety supply solutions. With over 40 years of industry excellence, Lakeland Supply is a proven one-stop source with over 95% of their products made in the U.S. And they treat their customers like family. Personalized service with a national reach. That's what Lakeland Supply does. Visit lakelandsupply.com to discover how they can make your business better.
Hey, it's John McGivern here. You know I love Network Health. One of the reasons is that they're local and they understand how important that is. Their exceptional customer service isn't just words on a page. It's what they do. It's what they've always done for over 41 years. Call 833-7-NETWORK today. HMO and POS plans underwritten by Network Health Plan. Compensation has been provided for using this endorsement of Network Health.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Now's the time to plan your total experience getaway to the Island Resort and Casino. With over 450 hotel rooms and a luxurious spa, relax in style before diving into nonstop casino action. Watch your favorite teams on the big screens and enjoy great food and drinks at T. McSee Sports Bar, or savor top-tier dining at Horizon Steakhouse. Then amp up your night with live music and comedy. Head to where the big game, big wins, and big fun come together. The Island Resort and Casino.
The new Piggly Wiggly Pig Points program is here, and earning rewards just got easier. Now you'll earn 10 pig points for every $1 you spend, and redeem those points on your favorite products right in the store. It's simple, it's rewarding, and it's all right here at your neighborhood Piggly Wiggly. So shop more, earn more, and save more, only at Piggly Wiggly. Sign up today at shopthepig.com.
Piggly Wiggly, shop the pig.
Hungry for something fresh and delicious? Get your favorites from Cousin Subs delivered straight to your door. From our freshly baked bread and hand-sliced meats and cheeses to our famous sides, crispy golden fries, Wisconsin cheese curds, or creamy mac and cheese. Every meal made to order and ready to enjoy. Ordering is quick and easy online or through the Cousins app. Whether it's a solo lunch, family dinner, or a spread for the whole crew, let us bring it straight to you, fast and fresh. Cousin Subs. We believe in better.
This is Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Sponsored by American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com. You're listening to Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella at 855-PELLA-WI or visit online at PellaWI.com/radio.
This ain't a good time, but when is it ever?
We want to make the short drive down I-39 like we did in one vehicle today, which Wilde and Tausch can't wait to ask me about tomorrow, being your Uber driver tonight. Can't wait to tell them all about our road trip and all the great times we had.
I don't think Tausch going to fit in there.
Kind of a shot.
You know what Tausch is.
That's not very nice, Coach.
No, I'm just saying. I don't think Tausch is a big,
big boy. I mean, I've lost a little bit of weight.
We're not saying anything about Tausch. We're just saying in the vehicle we came in today, he would not have fit.
Okay.
Sounds like they're saying something about Tausch.
Yeah, why do we? I'm so sick of this, and I started this when
I'm not saying. I'm just
when
saying.
we beat the Chiefs a couple years ago, and I did a post game, and I said I'm not saying because I didn't want to.
But you wanted to.
I'm done with this. I'm not saying. Because everybody's scared. Stop couching. You say it. And by the way,
started.
Yeah, but I want to end it.
Oh, okay.
Barry, by the way, I jammed in Jesse's small blanking Honda Accord. Whatever that car was, I slammed myself in there. So you're telling me I can't fit in a car? I fit my blank in a car.
I stood up for you. I said.
You that was a lukewarm.
Well, there's more to it. I didn't play this.
I don't need anymore.
Cut.
I'll sit right between Angs and Tark, and I will just spill right into them. I don't have a problem at all. Now that you got this big new SUV,
I'm afraid we have to go.
Go boo in a bar.
Let's never do this again.
Go boo in a car. Exactly. That's it for us. Thanks for coming along for the ride. Have a great day. Take care. Be good.
Go boo in a bar.
This is Kevin Moret from Mentality. Every day is a silent competition, and with testosterone dropping 1% annually, you're fighting an uphill battle. Your